All right, hello everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. Please invite your friends. And as you see, we are coming to you very late at night, at least in my time. But many of you maybe still you are in daytime, and it's morning for you. So good morning for those who they are at morning. Actually, already for us, it's a morning time. I wasn't planning actually to come live, but I saw this post in Twitter. I don't really follow Twitter. Somebody sent me this. And this is the rabbi who debated Mimi Hijab, if we can call it a debate. I mean, it's just a stupid talk. Rabbi Shumoli, his name. So he posted this, that Mimi Hijab, he came to his page and he posted something to him. What he posted? This whore bully man. I mean, this would happen. I mean, this is a bully. He's a kid. He's a stupid kid. He's talking about jihad and war. And this guy, he never even hold a knife in his life. Mimi Hijab, I have a message for you. As long you are a person who can do killing, why you don't join Mujahideen? You are threatening the man. I mean, the man actually, this rabbi is an idiot. I have to admit. I did not watch this program, but one of you said to me that this rabbi said to Mimi Hijab, Islam is beautiful. So I want to say first to Rabbi Shumoli, listen, Rabbi, I think Islam is so beautiful to the point they want to behead your son. And they are harassing you in YouTube. Who? The beautiful Muslims. So you go in the TV debating with somebody's, they killed 1,400 people in your people in 5 hours. And most of them, they are women, children, and they kidnap many more. And then you say to him, you idiot, Islam is beautiful. So before I talk about this whole Mimi Hijab, I have to say to you what I think about you. You're a donkey. And instead of going in the program and exposing such a garbage religion, you go and say Islam is beautiful. So are you going to say that to join those stupid Jews who go and say free Palestine? This is what is missing. You just said Islam is beautiful. So what's the problem? If Islam is beautiful, why this guy, he is sending you this? And why Hamas, they want to kill your sons? And why the Muslims around the world, they are going crazy? They want to kill every Jew. Is it because Islam is beautiful or because you're a donkey? There's another scenario for you. You are just protecting your right. You don't want to offend the Muslims. You did not offend the Muslims. You did not say Muhammad is a donkey. You did not say Muhammad is a whore. You did not say anything about Muhammad. You said the opposite. You said Islam is beautiful, and they send you this. Do you see how stupid you are? Now I go to this guy. I have a message to Mimi Hijab. Mimi Hijab, if you are not a whore, if you are a man with the beard you claim to have, why you don't go and join Mujahideen anywhere? You see, there is Mujahideen in Lebanon, there's Mujahideen in Yemen, there's Mujahideen in Syria, there's Mujahideen in Gaza, there's Mujahideen wherever you want, but you don't do join Mujahideen, you post comment. For you are a scumbag trying to make yourself look like a hero when you are nothing. You are a potato. Now, listen, Mimi. This guy, his son in the IDF. So what do you think now when he received this message from his dad? How many bullets he will shoot in the ass of Hamas, and he might send you a real picture of an ass of Hamas and become like your screen door. Real one. Not dummy, what the heck is this? What is this? His son in the IDF already, which means already he is making shish kebab of all those filthy son of muta hookers, Hamas. Not like you coward. Mimi. You stay sitting Negla Seed. Negla Seed is doing good. I mean, you are making good money, don't you? Is that why you don't go and join jihad? Isn't it jihad is the best thing a Muslim he do? So why you are staying in the UK? I will tell you what, what people like you is doing. This is how people in the UK think about Muslims these days. Thanks to people like Mimi Hijab, this hooker, and her boyfriend, Lily Dawa. Tell us, what do you think about Muslims? Do you want to have more Muslims in the UK?
Should we accept refugees from Gaza? Of course, people will say yes. Remember, we've taken over 500,000 refugees in just the last handful of years. In 1992, Denmark took in 300 refugees from Palestine. 64% of them have turned into criminals. 34% of their children have turned into criminals. I'm not demonizing any one group, but the risk that we bring in the wrong kind of people and those who could be linked to Hamas say to me that in the name of national security, the time has come to say, no, enough is enough.
Enough is
Should
enough.
we accept refugees from Gaza? Of course, people will say yes. Remember, we've taken over 500,000 refugees in just the last handful of years. In 1992, Denmark took in 300 refugees from Palestine. 64% of them have turned into criminals. 34% of their children have turned into...
Only, hold on. You know, I want to discuss with you, mister. I mean, it's only 64%. Is that a high percentage? People, listen, please. Only 64% of the Muslims they brought to Denmark, and this is, he is counting only from so-called Palestine, Palestinian. Only 64% they turn into criminals. If we go right now and check what is the average of Muslims who break the law, but like in the population of England, you know, you will find that maybe 90% of the criminals in England, they are Muslims. Am I exaggerating? Go check the numbers. France, anywhere in Europe, drugs, forgery, you know, stabbing, robbery, you name it. But they are the one who speak about morality and ethic. Nobody is having morality like them. They are very moral. Their prophet himself was a thief, and he's a rapist, and he's a caravan rider. Going back to Mimi Hijab. Listen, son of Muta. Yesterday, you yourself, you coward, you posted a video saying you condemn Hamas. And the funny is, you are talking about IDF taking a human shield. Why is the IDF is hiding behind women, you coward? Is it the IDF? They put the tunnel under the ground. In the top of them, there is a school, and there is a hospital, and there is a house, and there is a villa. You are a son of Muta for real. Listen, I'm not insulting you, mom. You know, Muta in Islam was halal. And, you know, the funny is, if you call one of them son of Muta, they get so upset. I mean, why you're upset? They say to you, you're calling my mother a whore. Who? So why your Allah, he allowed it then? At that time, your mother was a whore. Now she is not. So you say to them their own terms, their own words, their own religion, their own practice, they get upset. You ask a Muslim what the word nikah mean, he will say to you to get married. You go to a chat room, type, hey, hello guys, I want to do nikah. Everybody will start effing you. If you know in the what the heck? I just said I want to get married. No, because the word nikah mean to F you. So they lie when they argue. They lie when they debate. They lie to make themselves look better. And the second you step on their tail, their rat tail, they are rats. Those are rats. Those are not even men. You see, those Hamas there, at least, I mean, they dare to attack. This guy is just a rat. That's fantastic news. Make sure that you apply the same discount to the funeral body bags for your terrorist IDF son Mendy. A promo code Human Shield. You know, Mimi Hijab, I'm going to push the promo code Human Shield in the anus of your prophet. As you know, that every Muslim when he die, they push a piece of fabric in his anus. Why? Because your prophet, he said that there is 99 dragons will go inside your grave and they will go inside your anus. Now the question is, those who they are killed by the ADF, you see, until now they did not show us any video because they are following the international law, which is not to, you know, like disrespect the dead body. But you know, and I know, and everybody knows, that all the guns the IDF they have in their hands, they show us, are guns of people who they are killed. All the grenade, all the weapon, all the RPG. So imagine how many Hamas been killed. But the question here, those Israeli, they are not pushing fabric in their anus. And that is the risk. What the 99 dragons which your prophet mentioned are doing to them now. Remember, there's no fabric in their anus. You know, first time I heard that Muslim Sunni, they insert a piece of cloth and etc. They push it in the anus. It was really weird. I mean, that's really stupid. What the heck? Why you want to insert something? I mean, the guy is dead. Why you want to do that to him? Why? What for? But the prophet, he said, you know, anyway, so this guy, he is harassing this person, this, you know, he's harassing you, by the way, because you're a nice person. And I want to say something, you know, to you, Rabbi. You are asking, where is the police? Where does this guy live, guys? Do he live in the state? Is he an American? Is he an American? Anyone knows? Where does Rabbi live? Do he live in the state? Nobody knows? It says here, Rabbi Shamuli, whom Newsweek Wash Post called the most famous rabbi. You are the most famous rabbi. Hey, are you kidding me? And you are the most famous rabbi and you say Islam is beautiful? You are the most famous stupid rabbi. Here we go. Islam is beautiful. He's in the UK or USA. Everybody's giving me the answer. You guys, did you graduate from the Middle East like me? Because this is what happened in the Middle East schools. Every page have different answer for the same question. You know, like in Saudi Arabia, they ask you a question. If you answer it, you get 60 degrees out of 100. What is the name? This is the subject is history. What is the name of the king of Saudi Arabia? Imagine. I mean, the king is king for the last 30 years. I mean, but there is nobody knows his name. Like, how you can answer such a question? Who is the name of the king of Saudi Arabia? Oh, that's hard. All right. He's in USA. Okay. So listen, why you are saying, where is the police? Well, what does that mean? You complain to Twitter? Did you call the FBI? Did you call, you know, says this guy is making a death threat? If you think this is a death threat, then you should call the FBI. It's an international matter. They can go after him. In the worst scenario, they will, you know, they will have a warrant for him if he come to USA. So don't say, where is the police? Do something. And next time you speak to a Muslim, stop being a hypocrite and don't say Islam is beautiful, you coward liar. How dare you to say Islam is beautiful? Don't you know what Muhammad did to the Jews? Are you the same as those Jews in New York who says Islam, this is a Zionist is against the Bible, and you know what? Either you are against or you are with. Muhammad, he killed your people. Muhammad, he says that he will kill every Jew. And you are saying to Muhammed Hijab, this whore, you are saying to her that Islam is beautiful. Shame on you. You know, I don't sugarcoat things. I say things as it is, you know. But when I saw his post to you, to your son, I said to myself, well, if I am you, I'm sure your son now knew about it. So what about you tell your son if he can send you some selfie with some Hamas? Because I'm sure they have them in the museum now in Israel. Let me see. You know, maybe Mimi Hijab, he have a different plan. You know, what is the plan of Mimi Hijab these days? I'm not sure, but I think he would do something serious. Oh, he will drink camel urine. Let us see. Do you see how the Israeli, they capture those Hamas and they treat them like dogs? I don't know if you saw that. I saw it. And by the way, today, I saw in the news, you know, those who they have families, you know, they have children, they've been kidnapped, etc. When the Minister of Security, he mentioned that those, we should give them execution punishment. Those stupid people, they went crazy against the minister. No, I cannot do that. All of this because they have children there. So you want to let them go and then they kill more? Just because you're stupid, selfish, you have a son there. You let those who killed already to come back tomorrow, because now you are saying to them, you know, each time you kill, you come back, you know, we kidnap 1, 2 girls and, you know, we take you out, don't worry. So the killing will continue. So the government of Israel not only should execute those, you know, those men, they should execute them in a nice way. We can ask Mimi Hijab how he's a prophet, maybe, follow the prophet of Allah. As an example, the prophet of Allah, he have many ways of execution. As an example, Muhammad, he cut hands. He cut feet. And he put nails in the eyes of his enemies. Should the Israeli IDF follow the mercy of a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? It's just a question. He cut their hands off. He cut their feet off. And then he put nails, after he put it in fire, inside their eyes. You know, you Muslims, the more you do aggression, the more the IDF, they will screw everyone in Hamas. The more they will be way more aggressive. You saw nothing yet. Those people are being so merciful with you. In fact, I believe that the Israeli government is just a bunch of stupid people, because they are very nice. And they care what the media say. Who care what the media say? Who care what the media say when you are paying blood, your people being kidnapped every day, being stabbed every day? They hate you anyway. It doesn't matter what you do. If you leave now, if you let Hamas now go, if you stop now and say, you know what, we want peace, is it solved? No. You tried this many times before. They never stop and they will never stop. So either you finish every single one of them, those filthy Hamas, or they finish you. And negotiating, you know, like, okay, 50 from you, 50 from us, that is a very cowardly act from the Israeli government, and it's very stupid too. The problem is that Israel is a democratic country, and because they are a democratic country, the prime minister, he is worried about the election. That's all. He will do what people want. He will not do what is the right thing to do. You know, I don't know if you saw those cowards, Hamas. I really enjoy the way how Israeli is treating them, you know. They were like grabbing them like really like rats. But still, I think this is a nice treatment, you know. I mean, those, they don't deserve to be treated like a human at all. You know, if you don't behave like a human, you're not a human. Human is somebody he act like one. Those are the dogs of Hamas. IDF upon them. We cannot say police now.
ليش؟
مسؤول فصيل.
مسؤول فصيل؟ فوين؟
الشبورة رفح.
اسمك الرباعي يحيى؟
يحيى ماجد صبري سويدان.
من وين انت؟
من سيارات.
من السيارات، يعني؟
غزة.
غزة.
وظيفتك شو كانت؟
أخ كنت أنا في حماس.
الزمرة؟
في القسام قال زمرة. شو اسمك الرباعي؟
أحمد ماجد أحمد أبو حميد.
This is a guy who is a cousin of Mimi Hijab. Before he went to Israel, he was so proud. After he arrived to Israel, he looked like shit. Welcome. And you will notice how friendly they are now. You know, like he's so, you know, yeah, he did, join Hamas, and, look how nice they are, how friendly.
منين أنت من أي منطقة؟
من غزة الدرج.
شو اسمك الرباعي؟
مهند ياسر زيد أبو رزين.
من أي منطقة أنت ساكن؟
شبورة.
شاهد محمد المجدلاوي.
وين ساكن؟
What happened to your eyes?
انت تابع؟
حماس.
شو اسمك الرباعي؟ محمد إبراهيم الزرقاء.
This guy is have a diarrhea. I mean, this guy, Mimi Hijab, give him Naglaseed. I mean, this is the time. This way you are needed. You need to buy a ticket immediately and go to Israel and give this guy Naglaseed. Look at him, man. What the Israeli did to him. What they are feeding you. I can guess.
حمزة محمد إبراهيم الزرقاء. وين أنت؟ من غزة. من غزة. الأي مرة ضبيت شو تابع شو نشيط إيش أنت؟ بالحماس. فإيش في حماس؟ القسام. قسام النخبة. نخبة. شو مهمتكم بالضبط كانت تعملوا؟
What is your mission?
اقتحام موقع صوب العسكري.
وغير الموقع في كمان كانت مهمة؟
كيبوتس وما رحنا بالأصل نروح يعني بعد بيوم أو يومين زي
ومدنيين في ذيك الوقت.
هو التعميمات في بخصوص المدنيين كانت اللي هو يعني قتل الرجال، الأسر اللي هو النساء والمسنين والأطفال.
قتل الرجال يعني المدنيين. الشباب مدنيين؟
هذا مدني عسكري زي كذا.
الحين وصلنا على الحدود، رحتنا على بئيري.
بئيري، شو تعنوا هناك؟
السيطرة كانت. قولي شو المهمة كانت تبعتكم؟
خطف يعني. زي كذا.
خطف وأسر من كفر عزة؟ لما أحكوا لكم يعني قتل وأسر، انتوا رايحين على مستوطنة فيها مدنيين، عارفين هذا الشيء. مين قال لكم يعني من القيادة اقتلوا المدنيين؟
احنا اللي كان يحكي لنا محمد نهض البطش مسؤول المجموعة.
شو قال لكم؟
قالنا احنا مهمتنا كفر عزة، بدنا نقتل، بدنا نقدر نخطف زي كذا يعني.
قول لي المهمة تبعتكم شو كانت بالضبط لما طلعتوا؟
هو السيطرة على موقع صوفا.
السيطرة شو تعملوا؟ السيطرة ايش
مركز فيه.
شو تعملوا في اللي موجودين؟
هو تسيطر عليهم، قتل يعني. اجت تعليمات واحنا غاد لمسؤول فصيل من قائد السرية، قال له اخطف لي.
دخلنا كان الصبح في داخلين نخبة، وبعديها كمان نخبة داخلين. احنا كان داخلين ناخد أسرة ونقعدوا البيوت. سلامة بالبيت وقت التقينا جمعنا عنده.
Anyway. The problem in Israel that those Israeli are very nice and those Jews are really nice. As you see, this Jewish rabbi, for me, he's an idiot. when he speak to those Muhammadan, what he say Islam is beautiful. So they think if we are being like friendly and kind with them, they will you know, they will be soft in their heart toward us. They don't know how much hatred they have in their heart. And now we see the result of what going on. This Mimi Hijab, as usual, he is a bully. He noticed that this man is very, very friendly. And when you are friendly, they will stack you, man. You know, I have an offer to Mimi Hijab. Why, you coward son of Muta? You don't call me live on air, or let me call you, and you tell me you want to do to me what you did to this guy. Do you dare? You are a coward. And I hope he will make more posts like this. Maybe he will get in bad trouble, you know. You know, I saw many comments about this. Let us see some comments. Where is the comment? I don't know how to work with this Twitter. Comment here. You have to log in. I don't log in. Yeah. So you have to see the comment. And you know, people saying, why you don't call the police? Why you don't call the FBI? Why you don't call the UK? Why you don't, you know, my friend, don't do any of that. You can do if you want. But if you want, you can just bring the Quran and wipe your ass with it as a response. This is how you teach them how to behave. And tell them each time you do this, I will wipe my ass with your Holy Quran. Those people, they are, by the way, he will not, like, he will respect you, no, but he will be afraid from the Muslims. The Muslim will say to him, look what you did. They are wiping their ass with the Quran because of you. So all what you need to do, bring a Quran, Holy Quran, and wipe your ass with the Quran. And tell them, here we go. You threaten me. This is my answer. And let us see if Mimi Hijab will dare to send you back any threat again. And tell him, each time you post something about me, my family, etc., I will wipe my ass with the Quran. I have a lot of pages in it. Page at the time. Promise. Those people, they are bullying. This is a bully religion. Their prophet, even he bully his uncle. There's a chapter in the Quran, Allah bullying the uncle of Muhammad and his wife. Muhammad Yusuf, you text me in Skype, my friend. Are you a Muslim? You want to call me? Muhammad Yusuf. Are you a Muslim? Tell me if you are a Muslim. So those cowards, the second they notice that you are a nice person, this is what they do. You know, the second they notice that your response will be way massive than what they did, then they will behave. Mimi Hijab is posting, according to article from Hertz, Israeli police investigate reveal that they killed some civilian and Hamas. He's talking about an article in a newspaper that a drone, and like unmanned drone, by mistake, they might be shot some civilians where they were chasing Hamas. You know, so that would make you happy, Mimi Hijab? You idiot, you son of Muta. I mean, Gaza is destroyed. By the way, I have a great news about Gaza. Hold on. Where is the Israeli army today? Soon Israel actually are going to move to the south of Gaza because soon they will be finished. You remember when we mentioned how long it's going to take for Israel to take over this area, like the Gaza itself, because, you know, they call the whole area Gaza, but the city Gaza is where they are now. Almost they took everything. And this is why Hamas, in their negotiation, they are begging for 5 days ceasefire in exchange of releasing many hostages. Let me see if I can find you the map for now. Where is the map? All right. Let us see. Hold on. Anyway, if I could not find a ready map, I can open the map and I'll show you. Let us open the map anyway. I mean, who cares? Let us see. All right. That is fine. And now we go here. All right. Let us put the map for you so we can show you what is the situation right now in Gaza. You know, if you remember when the war started, every stupid idiot, you know, even the funny is they paid them a lot of money to be in TV. And they will call them like, this is a colonel, this is general, this is the major, this is intelligence specialist. And every one of them, he told you, is going to take them a year, maybe more. You know, this is a long, long war, long, long, long war. All right. The long, long war, it turned to be not that long at all. Let us open our screen pen. And see where are they, the Israeli right now. By the way, tomorrow we will be live on air again, so if you'd like to join us, we have another broadcast, will be around, like, I think 4 p.m., right? New York time. So the Israeli right now, they took all this area. This is what we update for you actually a few days ago, right? This is from a few days ago. All this area to the sea here, they take it. All this area here, and they took actually even this area, but they are now surrounding the Indonesian hospital. All this area in the city, and they are controlling all this area. And now they open a new corridor in the middle. Look what they are doing. I don't know if they arrived to the end yet, but by noon today, my time, they were in this area here. So if they finish by the end of the day, they will be able to close all this area, and that will divide this. There is two territory. From every direction, which means, you know, the location where Hamas fighters are located is very small now, and you know, they are getting closer and closer and closer, closing on them. So they are dead. They are dead. There is nowhere to go. They cannot go anywhere. Whoever is there, you know, I'm sure there's Hamas in the south, but in the south they are doing nothing. They are not even shooting a rocket there. So obviously, this is why the Israeli, they choose to attack in this area, because all the rocket, all Hamas bases, everything military base is located in this area. This is why they choose it was a smart plan actually to move the civilian to that area, so nobody can say, okay, you know what, they are killing civilians. And when the Palestinians, so-called Palestinian Gaza, they notice that the Israelis are not joking and they are going to bomb you, you don't move, it's up to you. Then they have no choice but to move. Otherwise, I believe Hamas was forcing them to stay. But now, what is left? I mean, what is left is nothing. The circle is getting close on them, and they are unable. This is telling you how weak Hamas now. They are unable at all to hold any ground. All this ground we see here, all of this is the ground of Israel. I saw the Israeli flag everywhere. I saw a guy driving his car, and there's Israeli flag all the way in the beach of Gaza, all the way. They are putting flag everywhere. So, based on what we have only those two areas. Let us change the color, or let us make a circle. This area and this area is where is Hamas. That's it. And now they made them, they divide them as if they are dividing rooms. So now if there is two groups, and for sure there will be two groups, they are totally separated and they cannot help each other in any way, in any mean. And you know, after all this time, we do not know really how much Hamas are prepared, but I don't think they are really prepared for that long fight. You see, those people usually, they knew if they kidnap, as long as they are able to kidnap, even few Israeli, they will not launch, not a ground invasion. They might do bombing, they might kill a Hamas leader here and there, because this is what they used to do. But I don't think they are really, they were expecting such an invasion. So you notice that right now, there's no more rockets is coming to Israel. Let us see the news actually, to be sure. But I saw a report about how slow down the number of rockets. First day, there was 7,000 rockets at Israel. Let us see how many alarms today. The alarms mostly is coming from Lebanon. Let us see. Okay, I don't see. Yeah, I don't see really. It doesn't look like there's any rocket alarm today. I open Jerusalem Post. Let us choose the last 24 hours to see. Yeah, even if there is just very little. I mean, before it was like every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, you know. Now it's like it's dying because obviously they lost a lot of ground and they lost a lot of weapon and a lot of launchers, and whatever they have, you know, their days is over. This is why Hamas now are desperately trying to find a solution for ceasefire, hoping, I think, during the ceasefire they will be able to negotiate a deal so they can get out, you know. And the Israeli, I cannot tell them what to do, what not to do, but they should not accept any deal except that no Hamas is in Gaza no more. Let us see. Yeah, you see, I see here alarm. You know, the alarm is coming from Lebanon, but I don't see any alarm coming from rockets from Gaza. Rocket Syrian community close to northern borders. Yeah. Yeah. But there is nothing. So obviously they lost their ability. They lost their ability to do any attack. You know, they are not able to do anything anymore. And this is really what I like about the Israeli army. They are really very powerful. And actually this war have a great benefit. I will tell you why. You see, war, armies, they spend a lot of money for training. A lot of money. Look what happened to Muhammed Hijab. Hey, Muhammed Hijab, this is Gaza and the top of you. Oh boy. And you know what? Look at those two yellow things. They look like boobs. They look like the boobs of Gaza. I mean, and the Israeli are doing breastfeeding for adult there. Yeah, anyway. We close the page and Muhammed Hijab in the back of it. So, all armies in the world, like the basic training is a real war. The basic training for war is a real war. Anything else is not really, is not a good training, is not enough. So now, having this massive number of soldiers involved in war, I saw even people who they are old in age, they start getting training, because I think Israel, after this, they will launch another attack and respond to the attack. Things is not over. Soon, I believe, they will go after Hezbollah and the Iranian proxy and the dogs of Iran. So this war, it is the basic training for such an army. War inside cities is the most complicated, hard, difficult, and risky. And the Israelis are very well known. You know, if the army is going to attack Gaza, is an Arab army, I bet you they will lose a couple of thousands of soldiers. The Israeli now, I think they have like 60 something. Even some of them, they die by friendly fire, which can happen. You know, it's normal to happen in war. So this war was a great training for the Israeli. Now, for sure, the price is high, but this is a very, very powerful training. So a coming invasion going to south of Lebanon, going after of Hezbollah, will be way easier. First, they do not need to go between houses. Secondly, their army now is way better than a month ago. They were asleep. They are the whole army, they are really totally asleep. Nobody, I mean, they relax. They thought that's it. We signed peace agreement with the Arab. We have a peace agreement with the Emirat, and soon with Saudi Arabia, with Bahrain, with Egypt, with Jordan. Things is honeymoon, you know. So they went to sleep. This is why actually when this has happened, it took them good time to prepare again for war, because they were not preparing. Big mistake. But now what happened, I say it's very useful too, because now they knew the mistakes they did, and as always the Jews, they say, never again. If you repeat the same mistake twice, that means you're an idiot and you're stupid. Never sleep again, and never trust a sensor or you know, they install cameras on the borders to guard their borders. Can you believe it? And then it was so easy. And obviously there is somebody, you know, he is from the Arab who are, you know, they work for Israel, or maybe even from the Israeli army, you know. He told them that all this system, there is a center there. You see that column there? If you destroy it, they will lose connection. That's it. Just, you know. So they sent a drone. The drone cost $1,000. Have a, you know, RPG, you know, rocket. they dump it in the top of the tower. Boom, that's it. They lost connection. And then they explode the wall. You know, the savage, they are all over the place. There is no soldiers there. You know, it was too late. So it was a very bad mistake. So this war, what happened in this war, I say it is a priceless, because it's very good that this has happened in a war. The casualty of it is only 1,400. Not a war, the casualty of it is 1 million. Because imagine if the one who did the war attack and the whole country is asleep. The whole country is asleep. They are in vacation. If you remember, I made a video, I showed you how they turned off their phones. Why? Because it is Saturday. Can you believe it? People in the border with the enemy, with the devil, you turn your phone off because it is Sabbath? And this is why I warn people from those who follow the Bible literally. Don't be stupid. You know, the Bible says clearly, the Lord said, that Sabbath was made for the man, not the man was made for Sabbath. So, okay, now you don't want to do any work, you don't want to do anything, it's Sabbath, and now you are respecting the command of the Lord, and now what do? You turn your phone off, which your life and security is based on the alarm coming from it. And not only that, even when they turn it on, there was no alarm. Why? Because everybody, his phone is off. All those religious people, they don't have TV, they don't have radio, they don't have anything. They can turn the TV, turn the phone on. You know, okay, finally, after 5 hours of shooting, etc., let's turn the phone on to see what's going on. This is unusual. So those mistakes, never again. And I believe this has happened. Sometimes bad things happen. You cannot avoid them. That's it. I mean, it happened. You know, you cannot go back in time, right? You can't go back on time. But what happened, I believe, all of it is for the benefit of Israel. Especially if they finish their mission. If they take over all of Gaza and they keep their promise that no more Hamas. And then I think what the Israeli would do, they will bring militaries from multi countries. It's like, you know, peacekeepers. And they will make them Muslims. Actually, the best way is to make them Muslims. Because then they will deal with each other, you know, deal with each other, that's it. Don't bring somebody from France, because from France they will say kafir. From, you know, bring them someone like them, deal with them. If they eat each other, let them eat each other. Control the borders, be sure none of those dogs can come back, and they will have no future there. And then, okay, you want to live by yourself, live by yourself. At least there is no more rocket ever will come from there. That is the condition should happen. That no more rocket, no more attack, no more garbage. Otherwise, there is no point. You know, we saw the video about the hospital. And how the Hamas coward, they are using the hospital for, you know, for their terrorist activities. People who hate Israel, it doesn't matter what you show them. You show them the video, you don't show them the video, it's still they hate you. They kill your kids, they kill your family, they, you know, you show them 1,000 reference, a movie, video, still they will hate you. So what we would do? What you do what you need to do, and let every dog in the world bark and say ceasefire, but you don't ceasefire. Because if you ceasefire, that means you gave Hamas a free ticket to do it again. Why you want to ceasefire?
מספר שכונות מסביב לעזה מהוות עתה את מרכז הלחימה. ג'באליה, רימל, זייתון, בית להייה וכמובן העיר בית חנון. כשכוח צה"ל...
They say they are using dogs, which is very smart of them. Hey Muslims, dogs is haram. Dogs is haram, you know. The enemy of Allah, look, even the dogs is hunting Hamas. So what they do, like when they arrive to a house there, like let's say this villa, what they send the German Shepherd inside, and if there is a terrorist, the terrorist either will try to shoot or the dog will drag him from his ass. Either way, they will find out if there is somebody in or not. For sure, many dogs might die in this case, but better than a human being dying. So dogs are really serving as soldiers in the army, and they are doing a great job. And not only that, they discover if there's like booby traps, if there's bombs. Those are very well trained, not like Hamas. Those are very, very good dogs. Hamas is just, you know, none of them have a high school. So you will notice here, the dog is going inside the house. I don't know if they have the camera on the dog, but I don't think so. That would be fun. You know what? I never thought about this. Why IDF don't put a camera on the top of the head of the dog, and it's like, imagine the dog go inside and Hamas, he do poo-poo in his pants. Hey, don't bite me, you know, don't bite me. Hey, Mimi Hijab, did you have a comment about using dogs against your brothers and sisters? What do you think? Is that a human, aren't you a human right or something? What do you think about dogs doing that to your Hamas?
כמעט והגיע למרכז העיר עצמה. הקרבות האלו גובים מחיר כבד עם מספר נופלים.
Here we go. You see, this is what I told you, but this is 1 day ago. This is a day ago. So you see, this is the map, but this is more than 24 hours ago. So now you can imagine how the map is different. The area in a gray is totally occupied. This is what the gray mean. The area in yellow doesn't mean Israeli are not there. This is why you see the arrows. You see the arrows? So the arrows are, this is the direction of they're moving. So I believe by now, and I saw another video, this line here extended way farther, you know, but I'm not sure if now by the end of the day they were able to close all this area, you know. This street already is in their hand, actually. All this area is in their hand. Nobody can go there. Here is a Shifa hospital. Already they have it, and they control all this area, actually. The area is getting so close. So I'm not going to be surprised if soon they say, okay, you know what? We have, you know, maybe 90 something of Gaza. So Hamas is, you know, is cooked. Actually, if the Israeli army now stop, I mean, did you see what happened to Gaza? It's a disaster. Cleaning the concrete that destroyed the streets, buildings, will cost way more than building it. And you know, I heard in the news that the French, they send the ship, the Turkish, they send the ship, the English, I don't know, I mean, people are sending ships, supposedly they want to show support to Gaza. What those ships are, they are hospitals. Why you don't take them to Turkey? Why you send a ship? The Turkish ship can take only 70 bed. What 70 bed? This is a hotel. A hotel can take more. What about Erdogan? He sent those who they are in need, take them to Turkey. What about the Prince of Qatar? He, you know, all those airplanes he owned 100 of them. Take, you know, just put them in the car and the airplane and take. They will not. All of those moves is just fake to make themselves like we did something. The French president, he sent them, they hate you, you stupid. I mean, why you send it? Anyway, they hate you. Why you spend the money of your people in something very stupid? Do you think really they will appreciate that you send? Do you think any single Muslim will say, thank you, France, for sending? They hate you. In fact, I saw that the food which sent by the Arab and the Muslims to people of Gaza, I saw the video myself. They were cursing those who sent the food. You know, the guy, he opened the envelope, he says, this is old, it doesn't taste good, shame on you. Look, the water you send us doesn't even good. This is a year ago. And this biscuit, he's upset because they sent him biscuit, and biscuit is 1 year old. So you donate to them, you feed them, you know, and they curse you. This is what they did with Saudi Arabia. This is what they did with Emirat. This is what they did in Kuwait. This is why Saudi Arabia and Emirat, they don't even want to do anything with them. They gave them billions of dollars of donation. What they do with them? You see how high the buildings are. They say to you, those are refugees. Have you ever heard of a refugee? He owned 13-floor building. They say to you, Hamas leaders are freedom fighters. Did you see the villas of Hamas leaders? This is why none of the Arab want them. That's why we saw this guy saying, nobody want them. This is what we know. The Saudi guy, we play his video for you. They never appreciate any help. They think, you know, they think that you should do more. You are doing nothing. You have to feed them. You know, our job is just to make babies. We are here fighting the Israeli. Your job is to send us food and money. And then we take the food. We don't even fight the Israeli with it. Even when they fight the Israeli is to ask for ransom, because usually they ask for money. Every salary in Gaza is paid by Qatar. Every single salary. The Israeli, they should not allow any money to come from Qatar no more. You know, I don't want to say how many mistakes the Israeli did. Netanyahu is a donkey. The other one is more donkey. And right now, in the time of war, you will see still they have division inside the country, and they are fighting over power. So the other guy, Levid, what is his name, instead of, you know, being united with the rest of the government, because we are at a time of war now. This is not the time for election, you idiot. This is how you know if you have a good leader or he's a scumbag. Instead of joining force with every Israeli to fight those cowards, the other guy is just giving nails to Netanyahu. Netanyahu must go. He must go, but not now. You are at time of let him finish the job. What I hate most about any person in any country is the one who strike against government in the time of war. That should not happen, should not be even allowed, because you are at war. Especially the war will not take forever. You know that. And your strike is useless. And not only that, is dangerous. You know, the enemy is sending rocket at you, and you go to strike, you gather hundreds of people in the street so they can aim at you. Education for people is very important. And the most important education is to teach everybody that in the time of war, it is time to sacrifice. In the time of war, usually people lose electricity, use a resource of money, income. It's a war. You go, you strike, you know, you want a job now? People should be smart, but the only way to do that is to educate your children in a very young age that in the time of war, we have different requirements for life. There's important and there's more important. Spending should be changed. And this is why actually I advise people when, like, you know, if you are having relaxed income, you are making good money, God bless you. But always you have to save, because you never know when bad days can come. It doesn't matter where you live. Like, let us assume maybe most of you here, they live in Asia, because now time is late. So India it might have war any time with Pakistan. And you know, war is always devastating. Indonesia have many enemies. China can go in war with Taiwan. China can go in war with India. Even with Pakistan. I mean, they have problem with everybody, even Philippines. So people in the time of, let us say, relaxing time, they start spending, they buy luxury stuff. You know, this guy he want to change his iPhone, but your phone is working fine. So you have to be smart and prepare yourself for the bad days, because bad days can come anytime and you don't know when it's going to happen. If you lose your job, what do you do? Do you have a backup? If tomorrow your country have a disaster, a volcano or anything, you're afraid of war? Are you really an American soldier? Muhammad Yusuf, we saw you, man. We saw you in Iraq. We went inside the Fallujah and we made every terrorist in the Fallujah shish kebab, and you are talking about afraid of war? It's you coward son of Muta. You are afraid. Why you don't go? You will go. The Americans are in Iraq. They are in Syria. They are in Turkey. They are in Emirates. They are in Bahrain. They are in Saudi Arabia. And you are talking about who's afraid of war? We have base in every Islamic country. We got your Osama bin Laden like a dog from the heart of Pakistan. Did your Pakistani country dare even to open their mouth to say, hey, American, how you dare you to enter our airspace area? We did not even hear anyone complain. They don't dare to complain. So don't talk about who is afraid, you coward. Are you afraid of war? Look who's talking. Where you been? The Americans, they were ruling Iraq for the last 20 years. 20 years in Afghanistan. And you are talking about war? Potato? Dummy. You know, and the American, they announced 4 years before they will withdraw. In the time of Trump, in the date of etc., in the day of etc., we are going to withdraw. And then the American, they withdraw. Allahu Akbar, victory. What a stupid idiot. 4 years ago, they said they are leaving. What victory? There was only 2,000 Marines controlling the country, massive country. Just 2,000 Marines eating potato chips. Do you know what 2,000 mean? Just 2,000. When the American, they went out, they took only 2,000 Marines. And then the Muslims, they announced victory and they claim that the American, they ran away. You stupid idiot. Even they have an agreement with Taliban about it. Anyway, this is how it is. You know, the Arab, they attack Israel first time. They lost 10% of their land. Second time, 30% of the land. Third, 40% of the land. I mean, Israel is getting bigger, 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 bigger. And then the last war they have with Israel, Egypt lost all of Sinai. Syria lost almost, the Israeli almost, they arrived to Damascus. Jordan lost a big, I mean, they took the Dead Sea, all of it to the end. And then until now, they celebrate victory. You believe it or not, every year in October 6 in Egypt, in Syria, in all those stupid countries, they celebrate victory on Israel. Abdul, you lost. If you ask a person from Syria, you say to him, okay, in 1973, what Israel won or lost? They took the Golan Heights, very important strategic location, and they celebrate victory. The Israeli now, they can see Damascus from their telescope, from the Golan Heights. This is how close it is to Damascus. The Israeli almost every week they hit a target here or there in Syria. And yet they are celebrating victory. You cannot win with Muslims. I remember Egypt once, they were having, you know, like there is a basketball championship, the military championship, and you know the Egyptian, they won, they were number 3. And you know, cars in the street, Allahu Akbar, Egypt is number 3 in the world, you know. And then I said, oh, what? That's good. I mean, number 3, that's really good. But then I found out there was only 3 teams playing. So what, you will be number 4? The whole championship of military, of basketball in the world, only 3 countries, they joined the championship. And you got number 3. And now you are celebrating that you are number 3? I mean, who is the donkey here? So when you hear they took number 3, you think there's like 50 team, 60 team, and they are the 3rd in the world. That's wonderful. But there is only 3 teams. So what, you will be number 4? So the guy, I met him, when he was saying, did you hear the news? I said, what? He said, Egypt won the 3rd. I said, oh, that's good. You know, he said, yes, you know, thanks to Allah. I said, okay, thank Allah. This is a game, man. What Allah have to do with it? Anyway, but at that time, I do not know who is, you know, who is really in the game. So second day, I said to him, Abdul, Potato, you told me the 3rd, and you know, you are so happy, excited. He said, yeah. I said, but there is only 3 teams. He said, so what? So what do you mean, so what? If there is only 3 teams, so they will, but what they will be number 5, number 6. There's only 3 teams. Even if they don't play, they will be the 3rd. Yeah, for real. Donkeys. Welcome to the Middle East. You know, if you watch the news of Saudi Arabia, this is the old days, not like now. You know, the king is coming from the airplane. And now you're the TV host. I used to die laughing, actually. I love it, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, His Highness, I see the edge of his thobe, which means dress. I see it in the door. Oh, he's coming. His Highness is moving toward the door. I think he went inside again. Actually, this is not His Highness. This is his. This is yes. This is His Highness. Now His Highness King is coming, and his first step. The first step of the ladder. May Allah bless you, our King, and may Allah, you know, be careful. And now he stepped the second step. He waved his hand. Look, he's waving his hand. He's so amazing. May Allah bless him. And now he stepped the third step. The king hardly can move, hardly can talk, hardly can do anything, hardly can shit. Now he is in the fourth step. He stopped. I think he is taking a break. It's not easy. Those stairs are really, they are really hard. They are really. He's going down. He's not going up. You know, I mean, he's so 15 minutes about the king going down the stairs, and now finally the king is down the stairs. We thanks Allah for you. You arrived safe. Like the guy is in the airport an hour ago. It took him an hour to open the door, another hour to put the ladder, another hour to put the carpet, and now he is coming down. And thanks to Allah, you arrived safe. But the most is funny even is the weather news. Don't even tell me about the weather news, because they don't dare to say tomorrow it's going to be rain or something. What they say? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Tomorrow we cannot really predict except what Allah predict, and nobody can predict except only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what to predict. So if Allah want, if and only if Allah want, tomorrow we might have some cloud. If Allah want. And we might have, if Allah want, wind in the speed of 30 kilometers an hour. Strong speed, brother. If Allah want. He have to say if Allah want every 2 seconds. Otherwise, they will kill him. So the news, the weather news is if Allah want. If Allah want. The whole news is you hear every 2 seconds, if Allah want. And then, at the end of the weather news, and as you know, everything is dependent on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so we do not know really. We are just, you know, trying to help you in what will happen in your travel, so to be travel safe. At the end of the day, you travel safe or not, it's in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not in the hand of a human being. And we wish you a great day. It is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know? Yeah. So the news is the most funny news ever. This is why, you know, you get surprised that like someone like Hamas, they were able to accomplish such a mission. And I don't think Hamas, they were smart. I think the Israeli, they relaxed because they felt so strong. And this is a big mistake. You know the story about the rabbit and the turtle? Like there is a race, you know, who will arrive first. The rabbit, he was making fun of the turtle, so he decided to take a nap. And this is what happened. The Israeli, they were taking a long nap. They thought about the turtle. It's a turtle. I mean, are you kidding me? But it was a big mistake. However, Israeli now, they should know that their enemy is waiting for opportunity. And they should change all their plans and never trust any piece of plan you have. I heard somebody, or I saw in the comments, somebody saying Bahrain, they condemn Hamas. Bahrain, they hate Israel to death too. But my friend, Bahrain is a very small, tiny country. They need the help of Israel. Don't you know the story, the enemy of my enemy is my friend? But this is all is temporary. So Bahrain, they are terrified because of Iran. Iran, this is why the Saudi, they want to have an agreement with Israel. Not because they love Israel. They fear what is coming. Iran will take them alive. So what people think, they think when Saudi Arabia or Emirat or Bahrain, they sign peace agreement, that's because they really like Israel and the things is fine. No. They are trying to solve their own problem. Israel is a problem solver. They cannot fight Iran alone. Iran will eat them. Those Arab, they have no armies. And even the army they have, you know, I don't want to be rude, but they don't even know, they cannot even run. They don't even know how to use weapon. It doesn't matter what they show you in TV, like they have a special group of commandos and those things, the Saudi police, they jump. Those are like 200, 300. Those are the best of the best of the best. The rest of the army is shish kebab. They could not even win the war against this guy Al-Houthi in Yemen alone. So what they will do with Iran? Iran will eat them. So Saudi Arabia and Bahrain and Emirat, they did not sign, like Saudi Arabia now, they are trying to sign a peace agreement with Israel because of Iran, not because they like peace with Israel. Things is going messed up. The Iranian, they want to take over the Middle East. Already, Saudi Arabia is surrounded, and the network around them is getting closer and closer. So if you look at the map here, let us zoom out a little bit. The Iranian already, they control Syria. They control most of Yemen. All of Iraq, except the north, where is the Kurdish. Do you see what's going on? So now the Shia is all over the borders, all this area. Today we heard the news, I don't know if you heard the news, that Al-Houthi, the Shia group, they capture a ship here in this area. So do you see how sensitive the area they control? which means they can close the Red Sea. They can just shut it down. And that will be a big problem for Egypt. But not to Israel, because Israel, they have access to the sea, to the Mediterranean Sea. But any business have to go through the Red Sea can be blocked by those Shia Houthi. So all the import of Saudi Arabia from this area can be blocked by the Shia Houthi. All the import of the Gulf from this area, which all the oil in the world come in, or most of it, can be blocked by the Iranian here. So Iran is surrounding Saudi Arabia, surrounding Emirat. Emirat is a very tiny country. Very, very small. I mean, hardly you can see it in the map. Right? The Saudi, they have some Shia, but not too much, not too many. They have. But not a big number. But they can be a problem. But for now, they are not. They are a small minority. But as you see, war with Iran, the Iranian, they are preparing themselves very well. This is why they have those groups. So now if they go in war with Iran, it's not going to be in war with this direction here. Like, okay, I shoot missile at you to here, and you shoot missile at me to here. No. They have here the Shia. They have here the Shia. Iraq totally controlled by the Shia. Period. And you have all of Iran is Shia. Even this area in Pakistan is Shia. And Afghanistan. Emirat and Bahrain and Qatar and Saudi Arabia, if the Iranian attack them, they can swallow those countries in less, maximum a week. Maximum. This is why Bahrain, if we zoom in, Yusuf, Muhammad, just, change your diaper and go, son of Muta. What's Palestine, free Palestine, you idiot donkey? We're not talking about Palestine now. Go, I will invite you to eat shish kebab with me in Gaza. After they finish, I will go there and I will, eat shish kebab here, there, and take selfie. So, if you go here, look with me on the map. This is how tiny Emirat is. The Emirat already, there's an island, it's called Abu Musa, already hijacked by the Iranian. The Iranian took it. All right? They took it. If you look at the distance between Iran and Emirat, it's short. Very, very short. So the Iranian, all we need to do is just fast boats between here and there. That's it. They took it. Emirat is buying a lot of ammunition, fighter jets, weapons, but those will do nothing. For a very simple reason, they don't have the army. It doesn't matter how many airplanes you have. You don't have people on the ground. You don't have population. And you are so close to the enemy. And your country is so small. So we'll take them maybe 15, 20 minutes, the Iranian, to take over Emirat. Easy. The same what happened with Saddam Hussein in Kuwait. Saddam Hussein took Kuwait in half day. Half day. He attacked early morning, like 6 o'clock. By 11 o'clock, he have all of Kuwait. So this area here, when they try to sign a peace agreement with Israel, not because they like Israel, but because they are so desperate for a massive, powerful army like Israel in case of war. So they will be together. Right? Yeah, exactly, Nicole. Nicole saying in Arabic that, the Turkish, occupying, actually, Turkey, even before this war, they have more than half of Syria. You see, the Turkish, this Erdogan, he talk about right and wrong. All this area, it's called Iskenderun, all of it belong to Syria. All of it. He just decided, the Turkish decide to take it. What he can do about it? So they took all this area here, more than a half of Syria. They took it. The Turkish took it. The same did in Cyprus. The same did to Greece. The same did to Armenia. And then Erdogan, he speak about. But at the end of the day, I believe this is good, because when those evil ones have too many enemies will bite you when time come. You might be able to take a land from this guy and that guy, from this neighbor and that neighbor, but time will come and you will find yourself collapsing. This is what happened to the Turkish, many times. So time will come and the Turkish state will collapse. I assure you that. They have many ethnic groups, very much divided. They hate each other. War will come and division will come and the country will collapse. And Turkey, and count my words, Turkey will become many Turkey. Country for the Kurdish, country for the Azerbaijani, because there is a big population from Azerbaijan, for the Arab, there is million ethnic group. Anyway, so what's happening here in Israel and those countries who sign peace agreement with Israel, none of them really care for the peace agreement. In fact, in case you do not know, Israel already crossing all airplanes of Israel, they are allowed to cross through Jordan and Saudi Arabia. Now you ask yourself, why the Israeli are allowed to use the space of Saudi Arabia? There is no peace agreement yet. Doesn't make sense. So the peace agreement is just a paper. Already they have a very good relationship together, but it's not official. Right now, as we speak, if you ask anyone who live in Israel, do your airplane, when you travel, you want to go anywhere, do they go over the airspace of Saudi Arabia? The answer is yes. They do. Why? You did not sign peace agreement with them. So you will find that all the Israeli airplane, who they are flying from Israel, going all the way to Emirates and vice versa, they are crossing through Saudi Arabia. So they did not announce any peace agreement yet, but already we knew that they meet intelligence. They have intelligence meeting, security meetings, ministers meeting. Even I believe that Netanyahu, he went already to Saudi Arabia and he met with the crown prince. There's things, to be said in the public, and there's things to be done secretly. All of this to prepare themselves to the war with Iran. They have one enemy. Israel don't fear Iran because they are very well armed and they have nukes. In the worst scenario, just nuke Iran. Saudi Arabia, they knew that. They knew the Israelis are massively powerful and they are no match. This is why you see Bahrain and Emirates and Saudi Arabia. All of them, they are just begging for peace. It's not Israel begging for peace. It's the opposite. It is a fear of what is going to come. And, the Iranian, they might look very strong. And actually, they have a very, let us say, strong army compared to other nations around them. But in the same time, they are very weak. What does that mean? You see, war need money. War is not just, we go to war. Israel, and this is Israel, and you know how rich the Jews are. Israel right now is struggling with the budget because the war is very costly. The war caused economy problems, jobs problems, import problems, export problems, all kinds of problems. So the longest the war go, the more the country will suffer in economic aspect. Iran is already collapsing. People, they sell their kidney. They have no money. It doesn't matter really how much oil they sell, still they are way behind. And if they go in war, they have a big weakness. That is the money. So if Iran go in war, the war have to be short. It have to be a week, 2 weeks. That's it. After that, what will happen to them is the same what happened with Saddam Hussein. It was horrible. Both countries collapsed. But the difference is Saddam Hussein was getting a lot of money from the Saudi, from Emirates, from Bahrain, to the point even Saudi Arabia almost bankrupt. All the money of the oil of those countries, they go and buy weapons to Saddam Hussein because he is the only one, their hope to stop the Iranian invasion. After 9 years of war, 9 years, not 9 weeks, Saudi Arabia have zero income almost. They are exhausted. Kuwait, exhausted. Emirates, exhausted. Those countries become poor. Stopping the war was a must. So after 9 years, neither Iran, neither Iraq was able to accomplish anything, and more than 1 million people died. But Iraq, with all the oil it has, Iraq have a lot of oil. Still, they were really in very bad shape, even though all the money is coming from Saudi Arabia, all the money coming from Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar, etc. So Iran, you can say, won the war. And the Arab, they lost again. Now the story is different. When Saddam Hussein attacked Iran, Iran was not like today. Their army was not massive. They were just taking over the government. They don't have really a strong army. They don't have a strong weapon. They don't have anything. And they have problems with America. So they have a problem where to get even weapon. Saddam Hussein was sponsored by the West, was supported by Saudi Arabia, all the money. So the Saudi, they pay, the West send money, Saudi, they pay, even Soviet Union send them weapon. Even though with all this, the Arab lost horribly. So if the Arab lost when Iran was weak, what will happen to the Arab when Iran today is way stronger? Are you getting my point? So now we understand why the Saudi, they were desperate, and Emirati and Bahrain, they are desperate to have a good relationship with Israel. They need Israel. They need the weapon, they need the technology, and they need a partner in war. This is not about, most of, like for us, like me as a Christian, I support Israel because I have many reasons. I believe in my Bible. I believe Israel, this is the land of Israel. So, but for them, this is a different story. Religion is involved, but those who they are on the office, on the chair, they see things differently. Their chair come first. Like so-called royal family in Saudi Arabia, their family come first before the country. How to save their head from being slaughtered. That is number one concern. So they are willing to sign a peace agreement even with their enemy for the sake of saving themselves from Iran, because Iran is coming after them. And actually, the Arab now is getting more scared because they notice that the Americans are not as before. What does that mean? American these days, they don't want to go in war no more. They don't want to open war with anybody. They are just focusing in different. They changed. The American, they change. Like the days where we go all the way to Vietnam to have war, we go all the way to Korea to have things are changing. So now the Saudi and the Arab, they are afraid that if a war happens, the Americans are not going to protect them. So what is the solution? They try to get close to Putin. But Putin is a friend now to Iran. So that will not work. And then they are trying to get close to China. But China is not going to defend the Arab. The Chinese are smart. None of their business. The Chinese, everybody is their customer. Everybody, even the American. So they have nobody. who was going to protect those countries? You see, just a few years ago, Iran threatened United Arab Emirates. Economy almost collapsed. People leaving the country. There's like 10,000, 20,000 cars next to the airport for free. Just take any car you want. People leave their cars there. They don't want to come back. That's it. The country is collapsing. There's no jobs. There's no businesses. There's no people left. I don't know if any of you remember. And this can happen to Emirates right now. If the Iranian regime announce that they will do something to Emirates, the Emirati economy will collapse. This is a country made of cartoon. It's not a country. This is not a country. Those are not countries. Qatar, as an example, is a country, if we can call it a country. Many of you is born before Qatar. You know that? Many of you is born before Qatar. So those are not countries. They don't even have population. That's why they are rich. They don't have anybody. Even Bahrain, you see this country, Bahrain? they borrow people from Pakistan. If you don't believe me, go check right now. Go check in the internet how many people from Pakistan, if they come and serve in the Bahraini army, they give them citizenship. They don't even have an army. The Saudi even, they build a bridge between Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. You see the bridge here? Let me see if I can. Okay, maybe if we do it this way, satellite. That is better. So you see now, do you see this bridge? Why did Saudi they build this bridge between Bahrain and Saudi Arabia? Because Bahrain have a lot of Shia, and those Shia, they favor Iran. So the majority of the population is Shia. So Iran can take over Bahrain in 15 minutes maximum because they have Shia already there. So what the Bahrain is doing, bringing Muslim Sunnis from other countries, the one who served in the army, served the king, he named himself even a king, he changed, he was a sheikh, he became a king now. And, you know, we give you citizenship. It's just to make a balance with the population. Same time, there's a lot of Shia in the country. They don't have citizenship. They don't give them citizenship, but they are born there. Their father born there. Their grandfather born there. Their grandfather. Just because they are Shia, they don't give them papers. Same in Kuwait. Same in Emirates. So they build this bridge in order to solve the problem that Iran is going to eat them alive. And now it's called the Kingdom of Bahrain. But this is not a kingdom. A farm in Texas is bigger than this. What kingdom? Even the king of Bahrain, he married his daughter to the, I think, one of the sons of King Fahd before. It just, you know, they are desperate trying to hold before the Iranian will eat them alive. So the whole situation, Iran is the biggest problem for those people. It's not, you see now, like you see the Muslims are busy, Israel, just wait when the war, you know, actually the only reason Iran and the rest of the Muslims are not at war is the stupid American. It is the stupid American. If I want to go and tell you what American did to themselves, you want to believe it. As an example, when Saddam Hussein, he invaded Kuwait, who is the one jump? American. Otherwise, until now, those Muslims are killing each other. You took Kuwait, you took Iraq. They will forget about Israel. Saddam Hussein was planning to invade Saudi Arabia. So imagine if the stupid American, they did not put their nose in the middle. Until now, they will be fighting each other and the whole world is in comfort zone. They cannot go in peace. They cannot live in peace. They have to fight somebody. If you look at the map right now, which country you see in the map which is Islamic didn't have a war? Just name one. None. Even Emirates right now is involved in the war in Yemen. Saudi Arabia involved in the war of Yemen. Libya has a war. Algeria have a war with Libya. Algeria have a war with Morocco. Morocco have a war with the people of the desert. I mean, Turkey have a war with Syria. Turkey have a war with the Kurdish. Azerbaijan, they have a war with the Armenian. Afghanistan, they have a war with Afghanistan. Afghanistan have a war with the Pakistan. Pakistan have a war with Pakistan. Pakistan have a war with India. Iran have a war with the Arab. Who's left? Oman is different story. Oman, they are kind of a Shia. They don't consider themselves Shia, Abadiyya, but they are kind of a Shia. And those people, they have a different lifestyle from the rest of the Muslims. They don't put their nose anywhere. So their policy is, we are zero problem. So Oman is a friend to Iran. Oman is a friend to Israel. Oman is a friend to Syria. Oman is a friend to Saudi Arabia. Oman is a friend to everybody. So you can say that the only one is smart. They are different. We have to admit that Oman are the only Arab, if we can call them Arab, who they are problem-free. They don't put their nose anywhere. They don't care. You boycott Iran, I will shake hands with Iran. You boycott Syria, I shake hands with Syria. You boycott Saudi Arabia, I shake hands with Saudi. So they shake hands with everybody. So they have zero problems. However, that will not guarantee them peace, because, you know, the enemy can change their mind and take you still. They can. But for now, they have zero problem with anybody around them. Indonesia have no war with anybody. You are mistaken. There's many enemies. This is why the Indonesian army is building a big army, obviously, because there's a lot of risk. My friend, what do you mean Indonesia don't have a problem? Indonesia have inside problems. Don't you forget what happened even in east of Timor? This is a very divided country, and the Islamist is going to cause the country to collapse and to be divided. There's many ethnic groups. There's many religions. And there's many neighbors who don't like Indonesia, and they fear Indonesia at the same time. So Singapore fear Indonesia. Why? Because they are a small country. But Singapore is a very important country for many countries. Malaysia is the same. So there is many neighbors around. They consider Indonesia like a threat. So it might appear, or in the appearance, that Indonesia is in the honeymoon, but the truth is not. That's not true. What do you think about the future of Israel? Well, the only threat to Israel I see is the liberals. Liberals is a threat to any country, including America. Liberals are mentally ill people, you know, they see things in an awkward way. You say to them blood, they say music festival. You say to them Hamas is coming, they want to do tattoo. You say to them the Israeli are defending their babies, this says free Palestine. So Israel have a problem too. And the biggest problem is liberalism. So the Israeli, they have to educate their kids. And actually those things what's happening now can maybe help. But liberals are stupid. Extremely stupid. They are the extreme danger to any country. It's like, I find liberals is the same as a worm inside an apple. It's going to eat the apple until the apple is worn, you know. And if you don't, you know, protect yourself from this worm, the worm will destroy you. I'm just giving you my, you know, my pure opinion. I don't care really what people say. As you know, I say things as it is. People like it, don't like it, who care? Right? You know, actually, like, you know, this music festival. What is this music festival? One of the women who organized this festival, she is the biggest supporters for the people of Gaza. She go almost every week there. She take their kids to a hospital in Israel. She collect donation for them. She makes celebration, peace celebration. So those people, they believe that they are in peace. That's it. You know, things is wonderful. You know, that's why they don't listen to anyone. You know, they go like a few 100 meters from the borders of Gaza, and they want to have a hippie dancing. I mean, the whole country is empty. You go there. I mean, why you go there? What is there? Hippie. Dance, dance, music, music, hey, 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 shaking their ass. And the devil came to them. This is what happened to you when you have a stupid and wise generation. Put near, you know, a ring in your... The wisdom for them is a ring in your nose, a ring in your ear, a ring in your lips, a ring... I don't know even how they put those rings. Tattoo here, tattoo there. Drink beer. Run the music all night, shake it, and then Hamas came to us by the morning. They spent the whole night dancing. The whole night. Perfect. It's a perfect meal to the beast. In fact, more than 30% of the attack, people who they killed, and maybe most of those who they are kidnapped, is from that festival. Like the woman they found, she was killed. I made a video about her today. I don't know. No, by the way, most of you did not watch my previous videos. I think people don't care. I'm making too much videos, so that I stop. Tomorrow or today, I will go live again. Maybe I should take a break, because you guys are not watching. This woman, you saw her, they took her in the motorcycle, and now they found her killed. The easiest question a person asks himself, why I was even there? In a country like Israel. Did you lose your mind? Tunisia is not really in trouble with many countries. Tunisia is a little bit different, by the way, because most of them, they are originally from, they are Roman. Most of them, they are not really Arab. Actually, all of those are not Arab. But the Tunisian, they are not too much like the rest. This was a preserved Roman territory for a long, long time. But still, they have a problem with their neighbors, but it's a small problem. It's not something big, dangerous. But Tunisia is a small country anyway. It doesn't count, All the Middle East is on fire. And war can erupt anytime. And actually there is a big problem. We did not speak about it. Water. The biggest problem in the Middle East is water. Like, do you know that Saudi Arabia have 0 rivers? They got 0 river. 0. So, and even those who have rivers, they are drying out. Like Iraq and Syria, they have a few rivers coming from the borders, which is their own land, but now it is a part of Turkey. So this is what Turkey did. Stole the land, which is green, and have more water, and they built dams on them. And now those rivers, like Euphrates, I'm sure you heard of Euphrates, it's mentioned in the Bible, is drying out. It's not totally dry. The river itself is not dry, but the dams the Turkish are building in the top of the river is drying the Euphrates, going to Iraq and going to Syria. So all those countries, which even Muhammad he mentioned, Sayhun wa Jayhun, etc., those rivers, they are not exist no more. There's no water. So this area is struggling with water. If you go right now and search for drought in Iraq, you will not believe it. It's really dead. The country is dead. Same in Syria, big problem. Same in Jordan, big problem. Even Turkey is struggling. And the funny is that Israel, which has nothing really to do with water, is importing water to Jordan. I mean, those Israeli are really something. They took Israel as a desert. By the way, the original land was not the desert. But those Arab, they grow their goats, their sheep, they eat everything in their way. They don't care about eating tree, destroying the habitat. No, they don't care. So they don't let their animals go, in the field and eat anything in the way. So no trees will grow ever, no grass will grow ever, no bushes will be there. The Israeli came, and the Israeli were able to transform that desert into heaven. They created a very high-tech technology to preserve water, how they spend water, how they collect water. And then they were able, from a country have almost no water, to a country is flourishing, and now they sell a lot of vegetables and fruits around the world. Israeli are very well known in that. Actually, even in Saudi Arabia, in the time of the filthy Muhammad, you remember Muhammad was in Yathrib, which is a city now is called Al-Medina. This is a city owned by the Jews. It's Jews to be a Jewish land. Hey, free Al-Medina, give it to the Jews back. They were the only one able to turn this area into a green area. The Jews. You give a desert to the Jews, the desert will turn to be a green land. In fact, you can go check right now, search in the internet about Israeli turning the desert into heaven, or farm, or etc. They are helping actually many countries in Africa. Actually, many of those who they are captured now, the foreigners, they are coming for agricultural training from many countries. If you search right now in the internet, there is tons of videos, you can watch them. Let me show you this. This is a video, and we cannot maybe play it. I thought this is. But anyway, if you go and search in the internet, you will find, amazing things about the Israeli able to do. You give the same land to the Arab, they will destroy it. Like now, if the Israeli made this land a heaven, and now they will have trees, you give it to the Arab, I guarantee you, 6 months after, the desert will go back desert. Before, after. Do you see it? This is how they took it, and this is how it is now. Welcome to Israel. So the Arab, or all those countries, including even Egypt, like now the Ethiopian, they built a dam over their rivers, and that is causing big threat and fear in Egypt. So all those countries, they have a big problem, and the other war is about water. This is now let us say the hidden reason for war in the future, in the very soon future. No water, And temperature in Iraq is scary. Temperature is increasing. Temperature in Saudi Arabia is hell. And there is no water. You see, if you have water, I prefer to have water over oil. Saudi Arabia right now, they spend a lot of money to make a fresh water from the sea, but still doesn't taste good, it's not healthy, and it's not good. It's going to cost a lot of money. Actually, water there is more expensive than gas. So you might think that they are lucky because they have oil and they have gas, but I say to you, they are not. Like you will hear somebody saying, Saudi Arabia turned the desert into Greenland. That's just garbage, because you cannot fight the nature. The Israeli, when they were able to turn the desert, this is not even a true desert. They call it in Arabic al-Badiya. Al-Badiya is the stage for the desert. The desert is a different story. What you have in Saudi Arabia is a desert. if you use the water which is under the ground, and this is what the Saudi did for some time, that will be a big disaster, because that water took hundreds of years to be collected under the ground. And then if you use it for irrigation, you will spend it in a few years. Somebody asking me about which verse in the Quran. My friend, it's called, you are asking me about An-Nahl. So what is the chapter in the Quran? You don't know the name of the chapter? What the name of the insect we are talking about? Nahl. Nahl mean bees. So this is the name of the chapter. All right? All right. So they have bigger problems than just Iran. I mean, this Middle East is screwed up. Literally screwed up. So if you are a country where you have water, I mean, I say to you, you are blessed. You have really a blessing from the Lord. Water is a big problem. Last summer, all those countries, they suffer with a massive heat. Many people died. Many people. In Jordan, you see, just to show you the stupidity of those Arab leaders. Jordan as an example. Jordan is totally dry. There's nothing. Nothing. If you go check right now in any city in Jordan, you will find that there's a 1 day or 2 days a week they deliver water to houses, which means the city, they cut your water from your home most of the week. To the point, if you do poo-poo, excuse me, you cannot flush your poo-poo. You cannot. You don't have water. The Israeli, they wanted to build a friendly relationship with the Jordanian. So they said to them, listen, Abdul, listen, we can do something good for us and for you. What Jack Shalom want from us, the Muslim, they said to themselves. So the Jews, they said to them, listen, the Black Sea is drying out. There's no water in the dry sea. It became a small tiny lake, and every year is shrinking. We can open, if you agree, Abdul, we can open a tunnel from the Mediterranean all the way to the Black Sea. And that will make many good things to us. Number one, because the Black Sea is way down, we will be able to generate a lot of free electricity. We will share it together. Number two, you will get a lot of water from the Mediterranean. The Black Sea will be more flourishing for tourism. And not only that, the Black Sea will not be the Black Sea no more. It will be living sea, because now the salt is not going to be concentrated as before, because you have a lot of new water coming from the Mediterranean. Number three, water will vibrate because of the sun, and that will create a cloud and will create rain. So all this area will become a green zone, just because we open a tunnel all the way from the Mediterranean to the Black Sea. The Muslims, the Abdul, no way, Allahu Akbar, those Jewish kuffar, we cannot do partnership with them. May Allah kill them. May Allah destroy them. The king, because the pressure of the people, we cannot have any relationship with the Jews. So they refuse. They said no. Then if many years after, the king of Jordan, they don't have water to drink. They are dying. The country is collapsing. Actually, now, if you go right now, you will find that they are buying water from Israel. They are buying the drinking water, literally. Every month, the Abdul in Jordan, they buy water from Jordan. Sorry, from Israel. So, few years after, the Abdul in Jordan, they called the Israeli. Assalamu alaikum. Jack Shalom, he answered. What do you want? Habibi Hamas, what do you want? I'm the principal of Hamas, and we want to have deal with you, and we have water. You can have water. Because Abdul, I told you a few years ago, where you been, Hamas? Hamas, you stupid Hamas. How many times Hamas will try to convince you, Hamas King Abdullah? We didn't explain to you, we'll show you the map, Hamas is stupid, Habibi. So the stupid king of Jordan, he is not accepting the deal when they wanted the deal. So when he called them back, kissing their ass for the deal, they said to him, we are not interested. We have water, we do not need. At that time, we thought about it because we need water. Now we find different solution. We are not interested. And now the Jordanian, even if they want to spend money, they cannot do it because they cannot go through the Israeli land. They have to get the agreement. You see, they have no connection to the sea. This is how stupid they are. There's other solution to get water for the Dead Sea, and that to go to the Red Sea. But that is extremely costly. I mean, even this one here, it was Israel will take care of the cost. They cannot afford it. So how they can afford such a project like this from here all the way to the Red Sea? That is very, very costly, project. Extremely costly. You have to make a tunnel all the way here, which is mission impossible. So, conclusion, Israel will be flourishing as long as the Israelis love their land and as long they have low number of liberals. The bigger number of the liberals, Israel will be screwed. So this is my warning to the Israeli. If you want to have a successful future, you have to have children who love their land, love their country, and they are not hippies. The more hippies you have, the more you will have people saying free Palestine because they are hippie, stupid. So you have to fight against liberalism in your country, the same as us in USA and in the other countries. We have to fight against liberalism because liberalism is the biggest dangerous ever you can imagine. I never met one person he is liberal, is not stupid. I was in, I think I was in Romania. I was taking the bus to go in the borders. And there was a guy sitting next to me. We were waiting for the bus. So he asked me, where are you from? I said, from USA. He said, oh, you have a Trump, he's racist. I said, why Trump is racist? What do you know about him? He said he banned Muslims. And he banned, he want to close the border, he want to build a wall. I said, where are you from? He said, I'm from Italy. I said, okay, listen, Bambino. If I go to your country and I don't have a visa, what the police will do to me? He said, oh, they will arrest you. I said, well, so why you stupid you saying that Trump is racist if you do the same thing in your country? He said, what? He said, you just told me if I don't have a visa in Italy, police will arrest me. And I said, yeah. I said, okay. Well, in my country, if you idiot enter my country without a visa, shouldn't the police arrest you too? He said, why you are calling me idiot? He said, because you're an idiot. You just called Trump racist for doing something you yourself you do. The guy, he started, he kept a distance. It's like a bank, So he pushed himself. He got scared. He thought I'm going to hit him or something because I'm getting excited. I said, don't worry, I'm talking to you. He said, just, getting so, cool down. I said, why you say he is racist? He said, okay, he's not racist. I said, no, don't say it to me because you're afraid. Let us talk. Idiot. Trump is a racist. Why? Because he want to build the wall. Look, what the heck with you? What does have to do with racism? If somebody want to secure the borders of his country, they are smuggling drugs, cartel, human trafficking, what does have to do? That's it. They framed the guy. They made him racist. He hate Muslims. He hate black people. He hate Mexican. He hate everybody. Liberal. Bully. They are bully, The liberals and the Muslims are the same. They bully you. In order to win an argument, they cannot win it by debating you. They win it by bullying you and framing you and making you or painting you like they paint you. Like, what is the color we should fit? He is a blonde. We make him KKK. they are bully. Google Translation says don't poop honey. Well, who care about Google Translation? You asked me, I gave you the answer. So take Google Translation. Man, this guy here is smart. He says Google Translation doesn't say that. You know, do you have a brain? It says that the bees, they eat honey or they eat fruits. So they eat a fruit, and what comes from their belly? Honey. So what is that? Boobs. Do you need even Google Translation? Use the one in the Muslim website. What they eat a fruit. They don't eat honey. The Quran doesn't say they eat honey. They say they eat fruits, and then liquid comes from their bellies. That is their poop. When you eat, where the food goes, I will give you 3 options. The food comes from your nose, from your toes, or from your anus. Choose one. So the bees, they eat fruits where the food which came inside come from. You'll find the answer. Take your time. Anyway, we don't have too many people today. We have 1,600. Hey guys, where are you from? If you don't mind, tell me which country you're from, if you like to say. I want to see in this time on the day. It is 1:45 a.m. in the morning here. I don't know. Should I go live later? You know, 4 p.m. I don't know. I will see if I can do it. I will try. But I'm assuming that most of you is coming, you know, from East, maybe India, Indonesia, Australia. You are from USA? Ah, you must be from California then. Oh, it's very late. Sweden, all right, Malaysia, oof, international, Romania. Okay. Philippines. I ask which country you are from. You say to me Riverside, California. Is that a country? Well, welcome to California. There, you know, every community is a country by itself. Africa, Virginia, Philippine Island, Vancouver, Ohio, South Africa, Cape Town, left coast, Kuwait. All right. Okay. Even Japan we have here. Wonderful. Well, I'm glad to have you. South Africa, yeah, France, Germany, wonderful. I don't know if you like what we do here, you know, in other channels they, you know, like they bring you, they do interview, 2 people talking. I don't do those things. I don't even find it. I find it boring. I don't know. For me, it's boring to invite somebody. I find having somebody like as a guest in my program as a kind of a burden, because I fear what he can say. Sometimes you invite people and they say stupid things. I can accept a person who is my guest to say stupid things only if he is Abdul, because this is the whole purpose of this call, to hear how stupid he is. But I cannot accept someone, supposedly he is not Abdul, say stupid things. So I fear stupid ones to be with me as a guest. Ivory Coast, welcome, my friend. Soweto? I never heard of this country. Is that in Africa? Soweto? It sounds like in Africa. All right. You see, we hear here name of countries we never heard before. Service, Ostrich. I never heard of this before. I don't know this. You see, it doesn't matter how much you know. You are still you will be ignorant. Even names of countries we cannot recognize them. You know, because maybe they are small, or you know, or they are not troublemakers. You can be heard of even if you are nothing. If you are a terrorist, everybody will hear about you. Prindevan? Where is Prindevan? I'm hearing and I'm seeing names of countries I never heard of before. Kazakhstan, welcome Kazakhstan. You know, actually, I'm very thankful for the Lord that, you know, we have this opportunity to have the internet. Not long time ago, this is impossible. I am sitting in my home and you guys around the world, and we can hear our, you know, each other, and we can communicate so fast, so easy. That is a blessing, really a blessing. Internet made a big revolution in everything. Bad things and good things at the same time. But, you know, as everything in life, bad things is good things. You know, like you know, like volcano explosion is bad. It can kill a lot of people, can kill animals, can destroy. But then you will find that the volcano, the same very much volcano, would destroy everything around it, create a heaven around it. So sometime, as usual, the same tool can be very useful, can be very harmful. So now we have like a prostitution became a web camera prostitution. I don't know if this is better than the normal prostitution or not, but maybe at least this is what spread AIDS and diseases. You know, it's just a virtual thing. Still, it's bad. And then you will find a lot of human trafficking, scamming, deceiving, manipulating, you know, internet theft, internet crimes, blackmailing. So internet bring a lot of disasters, but in the same time, it can be very good and very wonderful. So we have to be careful about anything in life. Like when you go in the highway, you drive your car. The car is a wonderful thing. It makes your distance short. It makes your life easier. You do not need to carry stuff. But the same tool you use to make your life comfortable, it can bring death to you if you are not careful. So you have to be careful. All right. Anyone have a question about the Middle East and what we said? So, you know, as you see, those stupid ones always, they lose opportunity. Israel, each time they try to, you know, reach out to them, have a peace with them, they reject. You know, the problem with the Arab, and as you know, I am from the Middle East, from those Arab countries, we are very proud. Very, very proud. But about what, I don't know. I never met an Arab person is not so proud. But I see them the same as a balloon, full of fart. The second you put a needle in the balloon, you've got nothing but fart. They are proud about everything they don't have. They are proud about religion. The second you ask them about their religion, they can't answer. They are proud about ethic. The second you check their system, you will find everything is corrupt. The judge, the police, the president, the prince, the king, everything is corrupt. Even the butcher. You go to the butcher to buy beef, he give you rabbit. You go to buy rabbit, he give you donkey. They are so very much proud. Men, women, doesn't matter. Even Christian, by the way, not only Muslims. Oh, Christians are very proud. Oh boy, you know, Christians have, you can't even talk to them. The Middle Eastern Christian, they think they are coming from the sky. They are not even a human, like a human being, you know. Like they look at you down, like, where are you? Who are you? Who's this? You know. So they have a mental issue that they see themselves above everything around. They are from different space. And then you ask him, you are proud about what? He said, do you know my grand, until he is out of gas, keep saying grand. He said, okay, do you see what they built there? You know, what the heck? Hey, Abdul, those are not your grandparents. Those are different nation. They used to live here before. Those are not your grandparents. Trust me. So even when they are proud about something, it's not there. They are so proud to the point of foolishness. You know, you want to learn history? Never learn history from the Arab. Their history is the most hilarious one ever. Everything is upside down. In fact, if you read history of the Arab, you will find every country have different story about the same story. In fact, even the books of Muhammad, the same story written in many places, in different numbers, in different date, in different occasion, in different names, everything is different. The same story. Their history is false. Their books is corrupt. Their they collect legends and they believe they are true, and then they claim that they are people of science and they don't believe in fictions. And if you go in war with them, you beat them, they lose, they celebrate victory. Just wait until Israel finish their war. Israel, like they destroy Gaza, right? Gaza is destroyed, demolished. I assure you that a week after that, they will gather in Gaza and they will start dancing, celebrating victory. Just count my words, you will see. Just wait, you will see. Mental illness. Like you tell him, look, like you lost your houses, you lost your kids, you lost, look what happened. Allahu Akbar, the Jews run away. Abdul, what Jews run away? They left themselves, they left. You did not kick them out. They were here yesterday. Where you been? Everything is awkward. And then if you have a problem, you live there, God forbid. I told you this story. There's a guy, he posted a picture in the internet. I wish I can find it again. The guy, he have a hole in the front of his house when he was a kid. So he posted two pictures. One of himself when he was like 7 years old, and the other one when he's like 35. And the hole is still there in the front of the house. 30 years pass, and the hole in the road still there. You call the city. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Who is talking? Can you give me your name? My name is Muhammad bin Hassan bin Ali Ahmad Muhammad Hassan al-Faddul. Okay. What is your problem, akhi? We have a hole. May Allah excuse me, bless you. I mean a hole in the street, not in you. And this hole is there for many years. So when the city will come and fix the hole. Assalamu alaikum again. I did not hear you. What hole? Okay. We have a hole in the street. And this hole is there for many, many years. And we called you before many times. Listen, brother. I was not here. I just got my job 5 years ago. So you did not talk to me. No, I called last year and the year before it. I told you I wasn't here. I was here only 5 years ago. So I'm new here. Okay, I remember I talked to you. Isn't your name is Ahmad? My friend, everybody in the department, his name is Ahmad. It's not me. Anyway, to make the story short, he will take the information, he will take the name of the street after 2 hours conversation. At the end of the conversation, say to you, Inshallah, in the coming plan to repair, we will fix the road for you. Inshallah. This is the Middle East. Everything there work as inshallah, and nothing work because Allah never will. Everything is dependent on Allah. And if you don't believe me, ask any Middle Eastern. Just ask them. The Israeli are different. You have a problem, they fix it right away. The Arab are different. They have a problem, they will never fix it. Because if they fix it, then they will lose their job. What is my job then? I don't want to tell you stories because sometimes those stories are embarrassing. But I used to be fired from the school almost like they yes, they no. To the point even my parents, they don't go with me to sign. Like, they fire you, you go, you have to bring your parents or somebody adult to sign that I promise that my son, my etc. will not do it again. But then I notice, why you want to go to school if in the school there's no heat, There's no teacher. There's no books. There's nothing. So why I want to go to school? Fire me. They hide the fuel. It's cold. They hide the diesel. It's cold. The teacher is not there because he's a friend of the principal. He come when he want. He don't come when he want. The other teacher, she is a pregnant. But she's always pregnant. She never have a baby drop. The baby is there all the year. We never saw the teacher. Where's the teacher? She never come. She is a pregnant. Okay. The other teacher, the only teacher who come is a religious teacher, the one who teaches Islam. This guy is mental. He have a cross eyes. When he look at me, it means he's looking at the other side. So he look at me, I talk. He look at the other side, I stop talking. And I asked him a question, he never answered. And once he hit me with the umbrella. So I said to myself, I mean, this is I live in a country is messed up. So being in school, which one is better? Being in a school where nobody teach you anything, everything is really messed up, or being home, watching cartoon. Let us go home and watch cartoon. Oh boy. Yeah, the most funny teacher, it was the Islamic teacher. Unbelievable, you know. This guy was something. You know, each time he come, he says to me, what is your religion? I say Christian. He say, oh, okay. So why you are asking me about Islam? I say, I'm thinking to convert. He said, okay, convert. I said, but the answer you gave me is not a good answer. And then he says, okay, sit down, sit down, sit down. Then after 10 minutes after, he asked me, what's your religion? I say Christian. So he was asking me about Islam. I said, you know, I told you I'm gonna convert. What a joker. Anyway. No. Actually, he was a nice guy. He's an old man. He have a long beard, white beard, and obviously he's suffering. That's why he come to work, because he lost his mind. The rest, they don't come to work. They are smart. This guy, he lost his mind. He don't even remember where is he. Like he sat in the classroom, and he said, where I am? You know, I said, I say in the classroom. In the school. Oh, which school? Because I teach in more than one school. He forgot even which school. He teach class in more than one school. So after he get in, he forgot which school he is in. So he asked us, what is the name of the school? Yeah. So this is why the Middle East is very successful. You know, it's very successful. Extreme, everything is it's a success land. Can I ask you a question, please? Yeah, okay, go ahead, Vicky. I like polite people, you know. Vicky, don't go to the Middle East. You will not live, you will not survive there. Like, can I ask you a question, please? They will never answer you. Just hit the question. Yeah, he's like Joe Biden, right? He's a Joe Biden, but a Muslim teacher. Muslim kids, they used to make fun of him a lot. All right, Vicky, what's your question? I think the voice takes some time. Do my voice sound tired or something? Who is the Mahdi? Well, the Mahdi supposedly is an Islamic figure who will appear one day before the Messiah. You know, Muhammad, he told them that there is 12 imams will come after me. And here you notice that Muslims are trying to copy the 12 disciples of Jesus. I mean, did you ask yourself what is the 12 imam is? Why 12? So Jesus have a 12 imam. Have 12 disciples. Muhammad, he wanted to have 12 disciples. So he prophesied about them to come. Simply Muhammad trying to make himself Jesus. And this Mahdi, you will notice that he is like a person. His story is copying the story of Jesus. So he's a holy person. And when he is, even they say, some they say that his mother, her name is Mary. Some they say his mother, her name is Nargis. So they are not sure even about the name. and his mother, she gave birth to him from her thigh, because there is no way that Mr. Mahdi is going to be born of a vagina. Come on, he's holy. Mahdi, when he fell in the ground, he never cried. He say Allahu Akbar. He never farted, and if he farted, his fart like musk. So it's just a stupid fiction stories. There's no proof that this person ever was exist. It just, I believe that the whole fabrication of al-Mahdi is just to copy some stories from Christianity, trying to make a counterfeit of Christ. Muhammad himself is a counterfeit of Christ, and then the Mahdi is other counterfeit of the second coming of Christ. It's a fiction story. Why have a lot of Iran support? I did not see your comment. Let me see. Why have a lot Iran support Israel? You mean Iranian? Eve at school? I don't know what they might mean by Eve, but I think what you are saying, that Iranian, they support Israel. Well, you know, the Israeli, they get involved a lot with Iran, and they target many targets inside Iran, as you know, and they're supporting the opposition. So in the future, if the Islamic regime in Iran collapse, Iran will become a good friend to Israel. And actually, I believe that Iranian, they will come in a massive number to Christianity. But you have to get rid of the Shia regime first. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of stories in Islam. You will find many of them. Actually, even the story of Muhammad, most of it is, you know, Muhammad is trying to copy the Bible, you know. Like Muhammad, when he claimed about, or the Muslim, they claim that Muhammad, when he went to the cave, and then there's a spider story, like, you know, spider made a whip. This is a story, you find it in the Old Testament, you know. Like with little details, you know, or, you know, sorry, it comes like in the tradition too, the Jewish tradition. So most of the story is copy of somebody else. As an example, you will find that Muslims, they start making stories about Muhammad making miracles, but none of them is in the Quran. So you will find tons of stories, hundreds of stories about miracles, but the Quran have 0 of them. Obviously, most of those stories are fabricated even long after Muhammad. It's not Muhammad who said them. Mostly it is the Muslims who fabricate stories in order to make people believe. You know, like in a you know, one generation is not educated, any story is accepted. Like we have here, I saw somebody saying he's from Romania. If you've been in Romania, you will find that there's a lot of people until now, in the year 2023, there's people believe in superstition and voodoo and magic and etc. But all of this have a root. The root go back to the time of ignorance when people, they believe anything. So even now they become Christians, their sons, they have education, they have degrees. Even I met people who have a PhD and still they believe in the voodoo. And they believe that somebody can control them by doing magic on them. Like I met a woman in Romania. Everybody fear her. Why? Because she do magic. And they said that if you ask this woman to make a spell for you, she can make any woman be in love with you. So I said, okay, well, this must be true then. So I said to this woman, she don't speak English. I said, can you translate to her? I said, I want you to make me love you. As long as you can do that, can you make me feel in love with you? They told her, she said, no. I said, why not? Don't worry, don't marry me. You make me love you. You don't have to marry me. I want to see how your magic work. Make me love you. As long as you can make people, you know, do that. So, do it to me. And then she wanna go, and she said, I cannot do it to you, I can do it to others. I said, why others? I know, I don't want to. She said, I hate this girl there, I can make you like. I said, no, you. I want you know, to make me love you. I will pay you, you know. Yeah, they're fool people, and people, they believe anything, you know. And the funny is, they are educated, they have PhD, they have degrees, you know, but still they believe in such a garbage, right? Yeah. Still people believe in this garbage. Well, once I was in the Philippines, I was in the beach, and there is a guy, he have a store. He sell voodoo, you know, stuff. So I went inside the store. He have all those toys, and they have needles on them, and all this madness and bones. So I, you know, I said, I have a problem, you know, maybe you can help me. He said, yeah, what? I said, my mother-in-law. He said, you know what? The second you enter the store, I felt, I know it. I was going to tell you actually that you have a problem with your mother-in-law. I have a solution. I said, really? And then he started explaining to me. He said, the second you enter the store, I was able to read your mind. Your mother-in-law, she is causing you a problem with your marriage. So the guy started explaining to me what this toy would do, how I can use it. And then I said to him, you know, but I forgot to tell you, I'm not even married. He knew it, you know, he knew that my mother-in-law is causing a problem. He knew it, you know, and he read my mind. The second I entered the store, he was going to tell me actually. But I spoke before he told me, you know. So my mother-in-law is going to cause me a problem, and I might lose my marriage. And, you know, this is what he told me. He told me my life story, the guy. He know everything. And even though there's some women there in the stores, they were looking like, wow. And I shake my head. He says, yeah, he's right. He knew. How you know? You know, whatever he say, I say, wow, how you know that? Do you know her name? He said, give me more time. And then after he finished, you know, I said, by the way, I'm not even married, and therefore I don't have a mother-in-law. But you know what? I think you are not scamming people. I can tell. I mean, you must be truthful. And this store is really good business. Those women, they're left. Yeah, people do. You know, people. So, you know, a human being is so. You know, you go in most of Asian countries, you will find women who they read your future. They call them future teller, right? So they have those like small, what they call them? Like a small cabinet in the street, you know? In the street, they put them even in the street. And they have, I don't know what language, I can't even read it. But you can tell that's what they do, because there's a customer in front of them and their hand is open. And so, you know, the first question you ask yourself, if those people, they can't tell you the future, what about they go, instead of this garbage job, go and buy the lotto, which is going to win. As long as you know the future. You know, they are fortune teller. What about they read their fortune? And they get the fortune. What about you go and find the number of the lotto? Like get the big one. One deal. And you will be rich for the rest of your life. So they fool those people. You know, people believe anything. You know, the woman, she go inside. What a young woman she have. You are thinking about a man. Yeah, true. But he is, by the way, his heart is busy with someone else. Oh my Allah. Really? Yeah. Do you have a friend? She have a black hair? Oh, all my friends, they have a black hair. Actually, all my country, the girls have a black hair. Yeah, I just noticed. Anyway, one of your friends, she have a black hair. I think she have her eyes on your guy. Oh, she must be Susie. Oh, Susie. In fact, you are right. Her first letter in her name is Susie. So anyway, you know, they fool those people and then they make good money and then everybody go home, everybody. So the woman now, she is thinking about her friend, she's going to betray her, and the one who is going to marry her, who will not marry her, but the woman who is sitting there taking the money, buying baklava, and the stupid woman who came to the store, she, you know, got busted with the stupidity. All those, always, you know, always the foolish, he have a place, and there's somebody who will use your foolishness. Thank you, Shushani. All right. All right. Do we have any question? Susie start with Z, not the Arabian Susie. You know, once there is a guy, he said to me, I met him in the church. He's an American. He said, you know, like we never saw really an Arabic movie. At that time, there's no internet. I mean, like now you can watch on YouTube, etc. So he said, there is a way, like I can, you know, my wife, she asked me if I have any Arabic, you know, videos, like, you know, the old days, the videotape. I said, I don't really have, but I saw in the library they have. I can borrow some for you. He said, please be sure there's no bad language. I said, okay, sure. Because he said, I watch with my daughter. So I went to the library and I found a tape. I gave it to him. And then second day he called me. He says, what this, man? I told you there's no dirty words. I said, there's no dirty words in the movie. First of all, the movie is in Arabic. What dirty words? He said, well, we heard a dirty word. I said, what are you talking about? So anyway, you know, in Egypt, those who they are from Egypt here, there's a very famous actor. Her name is the same as the word vagina in English. So in the movie, they call her with that word. She thought they are saying like a dirty word. So he said, so what about this? I said, this is the name of the actor. He said, her name is vagina? I said, well, this is how it is in Arabic. He said, really? I said, yeah. So I said, okay, well, I have to explain to them now. And, you know, like he brought the tape, he don't want it no more. And we put it, and he showed me which minute the bad words, you know, to see what the problem, like we have a problem. And then when I heard it, I laughed. I said, this is not a word. This is just the name of the actor, her name. This is her name. They are calling her by her name. He said, her name is this. I said, yeah. Do Arabic Christians understand the weakness of the Quran? Yeah, most of them, they do. It depends on the education of the family, but mostly they do. But maybe they don't have like a deep knowledge, but they knew, let us say, the most basic, that Islam is stupid. Should Israel turn Gaza into a parking lot and put the people into Egypt? Well, it's not up to them, you know. They cannot push people to Gaza, to Egypt, unless Egypt accept. That can happen only. You see, the Israelis, they made a big mistake. When they signed a peace agreement with Egypt, they should have refused to sign the peace agreement unless Egypt take the people of Gaza. Or in the worst scenario, take Gaza too. You know, they offer them to take Gaza, but they refuse. So the Israelis, they made a big mistake. If this territory right now is part of Egypt, without pushing any people there, then there's no problem, because then the Egyptian government, they will be responsible for keeping the security. So the Israelis, they made a big mistake by listening to the scumbag Bill Clinton. All right? I hope I answered you. Christian Prince, I'm a Catholic, evangelic, but I will wipe the floor with you If you debate about black magic? Oh, okay. Well, as long as you believe in the black magic, what about you magic me and wipe the floor with me without debating me? All your magic is only work with the debate. Aren't you a person who believes in magic? Use your magic. Show us what you can do. By the way, as long as you believe in magic and you can do magic and you can wipe the floor, can you use your magic to wipe the floor with Gaza now and do something about it? Are you the guy who wiped the dishes of his wife by his magic? You must be the smartest in your family. Okay, you want to educate me. Do you know how about bin Hassan al? Do you know about bin Hassan al-Qurmuti? Is it my favorite story in Islam? You're asking me if I know about al-Qurmuti? That's a good thing. I made the videos about al-Qurmuti maybe before you are born. All right. All right, Tommy. You can educate me, no problem. Thank you very much. Is that a free education? Because usually I like to get a free education from the Democratic Party. There's a woman there, her name is Kamala Harris. She educates you about how to keep your mouth open without a reason. She's always laughing. And I think this is the best education. It releases your stress, including diarrhea and farting and gas. All right. Curse is not a magic, my friend. There's a huge difference between a curse and a magic. That is false argument. What curse have to do with magic? Do you think really curse is a magic? Do you think God is is using magic to curse you? Curse of God is a command of God. And command of God, it have to happen. It's not a magic. It's a foolish statement to think that a curse from God is a magic. A person, he curse you, he is not even cursing you. He's asking God to curse you. I cannot curse you. So, stop listening to those stories like Cinderella and those stories. Otherwise, obviously, you don't understand what curse mean. Curse, even blessing. If I say bless you, I am not blessing you. I cannot bless you. I cannot give a blessing to myself. When I say bless you, I'm summarizing the sentence. I'm making it short, which is, may God bless you. Otherwise, there's no human being can bless any human being. And there's no human being can curse any human being. The curse and the blessing is a supplication to God. God, he may answer, or even he may curse you without you asking for it, or he might bless you, but at the end, it's not your decision and have nothing to do with magic. Anyone believe in magic, he is a fool. You see, the old, like the Egyptian, when Moses, he throw his staff, it says his magic overcome their magic, right? Because this is how they see it. They see it's a magic, it's a trick. But the reality is, Moses was not doing magic, he was doing miracle. It was a miraculous thing. So, in the old days, anything which they cannot understand how it happened, they claim it's a magic. In the Talmud, as an example, the Jews, they could not explain how Jesus can do miracles. So what they do in the Talmud, they say that Jesus, he went to Egypt and he learned how to do magic. So they agree that Jesus, he made a lot of magical which is a miracle, but for them it's a magical act. So he did a lot of magical act which nobody can explain, except that he went to Egypt and he learned how to do them and he came back. So those are the naive ones, the rabbis, who they have a little education, who they believe in magic. I think magic is a science. Well, you can say so if you believe that this science is about how to trick people. Magic is not a science. You know, the magic, or what people call magic, is, we can say it's an art of speed, of delusion, tricks, all together will make the person unique. So the most he is fast in movement, good in the practice, you know, he don't make mistakes when they do them, and he used some kind of a special effect, like as an example, black screen behind you, so nobody will see the rope you have, or the line, or the thread, or a box which is in the top of a stage, there's a hole underneath. All of those is just, you call them magic, but in reality they are not. Or a man cutting a woman 2 pieces in the front of you, he put her, he highlight, you know, he make her go above the table, right? Right. This guy, he is supposedly trying to speak Arabic, but obviously he is using Google. Gabble, I don't know. I mean, your Arabic is so stupid. Yeah, I can't even understand what you are saying. What I understand, you are saying you are a dog. Nice to meet you. No, the magic of Muhammad is not ever exist. Muhammad, he have mental illness, and they cannot explain his mental illness, so they call it magic. And this is the same for everybody. If somebody, like normally he act normal, he's not, you know, crazy all the time, and there's many diseases like this, and then he starts shaking and he faint and etc. So what they do, they say it's a spell. Somebody put a spell on him because he is normal. He was normal a minute ago, you know. So this is the old days to explain things they cannot explain. But these days we know those diseases and those illness. You will not see a doctor saying this is magic. They will laugh at you. Right? The big black tribe riding Muhammad, they are not a tribe. They are a group of men. They are black. Muhammad, he claimed they are coming from Nasibin, which is a city in the north of Syria. It's in the south of Turkey now, occupied by Turkey, and which is weird because there's no black people there. And he claimed that they are from there, and they rode Muhammad all day, all night, until Muhammad cannot walk. That's the whole story. I get it. You don't want to be cancelled. What does that mean? I mean, all the things I say, and I'm afraid to be cancelled. Cancelled by who? Who can cancel me? You are saying silly stuff, my friend. What's cancel? I'm cancelled long time ago for them. You know, they don't. Amazon, they hide my books for almost 2 years. We just put them back. YouTube, they stopped me from accepting donation for I don't know how many years, and they just put it back, but I don't want it. I'm not going to accept to. So what are you talking about? You're afraid from being cancelled. You're silly. So all the words I say, and I'm afraid of being cancelled. I speak about homosexuality. I speak about the filthy Muhammad. I speak about everybody. And you are telling me, the little you, I understand you're afraid to be cancelled. What's wrong with people? Are you Catholic? No, I am not Catholic. And I don't care if all those names. All those names, Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox, mean nothing to me. I'm a person who follows Christ, and my book is the Bible. Anything else, I don't care for. Don't you know about secret society? I do not need to know. I will leave it for you. I am here to talk about Islam. Are you stupid or what? Somebody told you I'm here to talk about the Masonite? Are you stupid? Are you mental? Like somebody showed you the title here is about the Mason and the organization and people wearing masks and they have a sword. What's wrong with people? Where are you coming from? Are you mental? And why am I going to be afraid from being cancelled? From those? Are you stupid? Are you married? Are you married? Don't get married. Your wife, she will leave you second day. I mean, am I being punished? Lord, why you send those people to me? Where's the Abdul? Please make it rain, Abdul. They are even nicer. Can you make a topic about Muslims practicing Qidus into time of Muhammad? Practicing what? Quietos? I don't know even what that word means. Excuse my ignorance. What that word mean? YouTube warned me, due to you, don't support Hamas. What does that mean? Like, are you supporting Hamas? What people say to me here, I don't know. I mean, is it because it's late? Is it because people, they are taking some hashish? So people warn you not to support Hamas because of me? Why? Am I asking you to support Hamas? What's wrong with you? I think, people, they are not using their keyboard. They are using AI, artificial text, and things is messed up. Do you speak any Spanish? Absolutely. Sí, señor. Once I went to a Spanish restaurant, and the lady, I point my finger at the wall. They have pictures of food. I don't speak a single Spanish word. She don't speak a single English word. So I said, this one, okay. And then she keeps saying things, and I say, okay, yes, okay. I went to the table, I sat down, and then the guy, he came and he had a big tray in his head. And he started putting dishes in front of me. What the heck is this? I order only one dish. And I said, this is not for me. I order only one dish. No, senor? Senor? No, senor. Okay, what the heck? So it turned to be that this woman, she was asking me, do you want this dish too? Do you want this dish too? Do you want that dish? Look at this dish. And I say, okay. I just want to eat. I'm hungry. And then they insist that this is my food. I ordered. I have to pay for it. So my friend, I learned Spanish in a very nice way. The bill was really good. And since then, I learned never enter a Mexican restaurant and say, okay. Always say no. Anything they say, I don't care. You point your finger at the picture, this. They say this, and you say no. No. Okay? Never say okay. I mean, you should see the tray in his head. What? I mean, why this tray is coming here? He put the tray next to a table next to my table, and he started putting dishes. I said, no, this is not for me. Where is, what this is, Senor, no, senor. Okay. Actually, another nice story happened to me. I speak good Spanish. I was in a resort, and there's a guy before me in an open buffet. He point his finger. You were talking about food. We are taking food, on the table, open buffet. And he said bonita. So I thought this is the name of the dish. So, you know, this resort have like one restaurant open buffet, the other one is not open buffet, so you have to talk to waitress or waiter. So the waitress, she came to me, and now I remember the name of the dish. So I said to her, Bonita. She laughed. She went away, and then I said, Bonita, Bonita, like the dish Bonita, and she laughed. And then she went behind the counter, and then she wrote a paper, and she came to me. She pushed the paper in front of me in the table, and she ran away, and her friends are laughing. And I was saying, what's wrong with those people? I just ordered a dish, and she's giving me a phone number. And then I'm waiting. This girl, she never show up again. I mean, those girls, they are looking from far distance. They are talking about me, and they are laughing. And then the guy, he came. He walked in the restaurant. He says, listen, you speak English? I said, yeah, senor, little senor. I said, okay. I ordered a dish long time ago before all those people here. Why all those people, they received their food except me? He said, what dish you order? I said, Bonita. I said, we don't have a dish. It's called Bonita. He said, no, I told her Bonita. They ask her, she's there. So it turned to be Bonita means she, like, she's beautiful. So she thought I'm flirting with her. And then she gave me a phone number. And she said to me from far distance, like, call me, call me. And I say, well, people, they are really lost their mind. Yeah, Bonita. This is how an Arab, he learned languages, Yeah. But I get the phone number. You should see how she pushed the phone number. I said, I look at the paper. What this paper for? I thought maybe there's a list of food, but doesn't look like it's so small. So I open it, and there's a phone number there inside. I said, what is this? Maybe call the manager. Like maybe call the manager if you have a complaint or something. I don't know what was going on. So I just ordered Bonita. The phone number came to me. Oh, boy. We have Abdul here. He is like, hey, Abdul, don't worry. Each time you try to insult me, I will say your prophet is a piece of shit. Are you happy now? So each time you come back here and you say something, I will give you a rocket from my design. Are you happy? Come back and insult me in Arabic. I hope you like it. The more you insult me, the more I will give your prophet what he deserves. I hope you like it. Why Shia and Sunni, they hate each other? Well, first of all, Shia and Sunni, they are totally different religion if you think about it, because the Shia, they worship all the family of Muhammad, but there's three specific major names, which is the daughter of Muhammad, and Ali and Hassan, and for sure Hussein too. So the Shia, they don't believe that they are human. They believe that they were lights in the forehead of Allah. They have the form of a human, but they are not a human. They are light. So Shia, they have totally different religion, even though they, like in the appearance, they say the same word. They say Shahada, but even their Shahada actually have different words. The Shia, they don't even believe in the Quran. The Shia, they believe that this Quran we have now is not the true Quran. The true Quran is the Quran with Fatima, which the Mahdi will bring back when he come back. However, the reason they hate each other because it's Islam as a gang from the beginning. So when Muhammad died, the criminals, as all gangs, when the boss he died, they tried to fight over who would be the boss. So Ali and the supporters of Ali, they want Ali to be the caliphate. And then the others, Umar and Abu Bakr, etc., and their supporters, they want to be the caliphate. So the war started from that time, and then from war about who want to be the caliphate to be totally two different religion. All right? All right. I have a good voice for radio. I have to change my microphone. My microphone not making my voice good, and my voice is tired now. I made too many videos today. You know, good voice for radio. There's more important things than, you know, having a good voice. You have to have a good mind, good heart, good purpose. But, you know, the voice is just a way of delivery, you know, to deliver things. So maybe the Lord, He blessed me with a voice which people like, but I believe it's not too much important. The important is if the voice make you feel comfortable or not, because that will translate some, like they say, good energy, you know. Sometimes you hear a voice, you don't feel comfortable about it. You cannot even listen to it for long. And sometimes it can be the opposite. So maybe the Lord, He blessed me with a voice where people can listen to me for that purpose only. Otherwise, I'm not a singer. Okay. You know, may Allah make the anus of your prophet bigger than the anus of his donkey. Here we go. All of this is recorded. So the more you insult me, the more your prophet, he will get more anuses. Come back. Would you consider a visit to Croatia? I thought about it once, but I think it's expensive, isn't it? I don't know about, I think Croatia is expensive. For me, I prefer to go to countries where are not too much expensive because my budget is small. You know, there are some countries you wish to go to, but they are really, really expensive. My destiny is hellfire. I don't know, Islam is piss. Because your prophet, he says, whoever believes in Jesus, he will be in heaven. So look like your prophet is stupid and you are smarter. I know. As I know, the Quran says, وَمَا مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا, which means not a single of you, Abdul, but he will go to hell. I can show you the verse. Do you want to see it? Yeah. If you're a man, it's in your book. You know, when the Muslims, they say you may go to hell, I find it very laughable because according to your stupid religion and your stupid prophet, your prophet is going to import people from hell to heaven. I mean, how in the world this religion function? So your stupid prophet, he promised you that he will import for you women who they have nice vagina and nice boobs. This is what the hadith says, desirable fronts, passages. And they are women of hell. So is heaven is a place of good people or people who have nice front passages, big boobs, and nice vagina? Answer me. Do you have an answer? We can show you the reference. You can call me if you want. So your stupid prophet, he claimed that there is heaven and hell, but as you see, you can go to hell. Still, if you have a nice vagina and nice boobs, you will end in heaven. So what the qualification to go to heaven in Islam? Nice vagina? Yeah, it's just a stupid religion, you know, like when you hear a Muslim speaking about that he have a religion, the first thing you ask yourself, is it really a religion or it's just you know, a stupid thing? What those people are talking about? Where is the religion in the religion? Everything they say is just a stupid. If we go in the hadith as an example, let us try to find it. Let us see. This is your stupid religion. And this is why those Hamas, who they have no high school, they go and they kill somebody have a PhD in Israel. The savage, the trashy, the garbage of the earth. This is why they are going to war. Muhammad, he swear by his God Allah, which is the penis of the Hindus. He swear saying, there is no one whom Allah will admit to paradise, but Allah will make him 72 wives, 2 from the Houris and 70 from the inheritance of the people of hell, all of whom will have a desirable front passages. He will have a male member that will never become limbs, i.e. soft, flaccid, i.e. soft or limp. This is your religion. And this is Hamas founder. He is a penis prophet. All your religion is about penis. So look what your prophet he promised you now. That there is women in hell just because they have nice front passages. And here the translator trying to be like polite. He's speaking about their vaginas and about their boobs. Those women, they are very bad women. They are whores. That's why they are in hell. But they are really good-looking vaginas and good-looking boobs. So those women, even though they are in hell for what they did, yet they will be imported from hell and they will be sent to heaven so they can have sex with the Muslim men. And then Allah will solve your problem because they are so good in sex and your penis is weak. So Allah promised you that penis will never go limp. Am I lying? The hadith in front of you. Same time here, you will notice that the ratio of hookers to good women in heaven of Allah is very massive. As you see, 70 women, they are from hell. 2, they are not. So the ratio, and 1 man, 2 women, they are not from hell, and 1 man, he don't deserve to go to hell, and then there is 70, they are in hell already. So the majority of heaven of Islam are from hell. So the stupid you, Islam is piss. When you said me Allah, etc., you stupid idiot, don't you know that the major people of your heaven is from hell? Guys, is my numbers are wrong? Is my numbers are wrong? This is the ratio, 3 to 70. 3 don't deserve to go to hell because they join Hamas and they kill babies and rape babies. Those are the good Muslims. And 70, they are hookers. They are in hell. Allah will import them, not because they are smart, intelligent, decent. No. You see the description in front of you. Right? Do you know ex-Muslim Sahil? He is from India because many people are knowing reality of Islam. I think I saw he make cartoon, right? Okay, good. Support the guy. We know we should support anyone who expose this cult. And we hope that more people, they will come. Each one will use his skills, you know, like somebody can make cartoons, somebody can make music, make songs, whatever, you know. That's good. We need more people like this. All right. Any Muslim will try to insult me. By the way, the Muslim don't dare really to insult me. They will insult you if you are a nice person. Like what we see, what Mimi Hijab is doing with this rabbi. This rabbi, you know, he don't insult. He said Islam is beautiful. He's trying to be politically correct. He's a nice guy. In my book, he's an idiot. Because being nice with Muslims, that means you are being an idiot. The second you are nice with them, they think you are weak. And here we go, they are trashing him, and they are harassing him, and they are bullying him, and even they are threatening his son with death. Because he was very much politically correct. As simple as that. And you know, I noticed that this guy Morgan, who make those TV show, he just look for anybody. He's desperate for anyone. So now, like I just saw that he have an interview with Andrew Tate. He, you know, he's just looking for anyone just to bring people. You know, he's desperate to, you know, it's a business. Tomorrow I will talk about his show, but I'm not really interested in his show. It's just to show you the comedy, how Muslims, we can get them busted in 2 seconds. Aramaic Bible written that Jesus Christ is the living God. Yeah, if you read the Peshitta translation, is a very good translation. It says that clearly, that when Jesus say I am, the translation, the English translation is not accurate. So when Jesus says I am, he is saying I am the living God. I have a Twitter actually, but I did not sign there for long. I don't really care for, I mean, you guys, you can use my videos and post everywhere. I'm just one person spending my day. My eyes hurt, really. Do you know how many videos I made today? Actually, there's a video after I recorded and almost ready to post. And then I said, you know what? Let me go live, better than... Too bad I spent like too much time to record it. But anyway, so I spend good time doing what I like to do. I don't know if you saw the this last video I posted. Let's see, maybe we should play it for you. Or maybe we should post it for you. It's like a promotion. We will have a program today. And I don't know, you see, I do my best to make videos. If the video is live, you know, tens of thousands of people watch it. If the video is short, usually nobody watch. Muslims are the opposite. Like when this guy Lil Dawah, he go live, I saw he have like 100, 130 people live only, maximum. I go live, I have almost 2,000 average. But when we make short video, their review will have a massive review compared to our view. So there is something wrong, I don't know. People, they like to come here just to listen if I am live. The second we finish, bye-bye, they go. They disappear. And obviously they are not doing a good job, they don't share, they don't care. Many, maybe they are coming here just for entertainment, which is very normal. When you said you want to join Israeli army, are you still in shape? Thank the Lord, I am in very good shape. I don't have any problem as physical problem from being able to be a fighter. For sure, I'm not like somebody who is 20, but you know, in wartime, everybody he can have his own job. You will not be in the commandos because simply you don't fit for that, at least not anymore. But you can be a normal fighter, a sniper, a normal thing, you know, like any soldier. You know, I have good training. I jump from airplanes many times. Like I did many airborne. I have many skills in fighting. And in war these days, you know, like, you know, like in old days, if you want to go in war, if you are a little bit old, you know, riding the horses is very tiring. you have maybe to run for long distance. The war in Gaza is just going from house to house. There's no long distance. I don't even move fast. I mean, you have, in order to clean a street, is going to take you maybe, you know, 1 day. However, I am still, at the end of the day, I'm an Arab for them, so I don't think they would accept me. Otherwise, I will be happy to join. I don't mind. You know, in fact, when I joined the USA Army, there was guys who they are, you know, they look way more healthy. You know, I mean, they have big missiles. They have many, some of them, they are even giant. They are rejected. They did not even accept them. I was accepted so easy. So sometimes you might see somebody, he looks so healthy, he looks so like, I mean, this is the guy you should be in the army. This is what you think. But when you go to the army, they don't accept him. There's a measurement for the body, the shoulders, the waist, your heart, your even your feet, you know, even if you have a flat feet. So there's million things can come in your way to be able to join the army. So those who they apparently, they look perfect to be in the army, they were rejected. Right? When did you become a Christian? Well, you know, I'm born, you know, as we know, we as a Christian, we have to be reborn again, right? But I'm born from a Christian family. However, you know, through life, you struggle with many ideas. You see atheism, you see Islam, you see all the garbage around you. And then you have to find where you belong, you know. And obviously, I chose where to belong. All right. Anything else? It is a brain 2 CP. I'm not sure what do you mean. Are you talking about the war, the military? Well, everything requires the brain. You know, if you don't have a brain, you will end in a very wrong place. In war, you have to be smart. In peace, you have to be smart. In marriage, in even driving in the highway, crossing the street, buying, shopping, everything. I'm sound tired. I better go actually. It's already 3 a.m. in the morning. So I want to say, guys, I don't know if I'm going to go live again. Maybe I should have changed the time because supposedly I will go today again after I finish here at I think 4 p.m. right? Let me see. So I think I need to change it because I don't think it's a good idea to go too many hours in the same day to go live, I mean. So maybe I will change that time in there. Let us see what we will make it. Yeah, I will change it after I finish, and I will see. Maybe I will make it the day after, or maybe at night. We will see. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you all for being here. I hope we have a good time together. And don't forget to make a comment, give us a share. You know, for me, for sure, I like to see more of you because I want more people to learn and to know the truth. Otherwise, really, I don't care. As you know, I don't even keep my videos. Like, you know, some people, they keep my their videos so they can have like 1 million, 2 million views. I don't keep them, you know. I just, every few weeks, I just click, delete. Like 40 videos is gone in 1 minute. But for me, the important is to see that my work is being seen and people, they are learning. So you, one day, you speak to your children, you speak to your neighbors, you will have good material, because one day the Lord will take me and I'm not there. It's a fact. It's going to happen today, tomorrow. We do not know. So it's better if we do share and download and repost, so the teaching will stay. One day you will need someone like me, and maybe you will not find. As you know, there's many Christians, maybe they teach, maybe they have good knowledge, but they are dividing the Christians, sadly. They are spending the time fighting between Catholic and Protestant, all the garbage you can imagine. Very sad. So there is a few people really, they try to unite the Christians, and I am one of them. Here we are a family. Sadly, in different places we are not. So I want you to remember one thing too. Beside what we do, there's one more important thing, that always we should be united. You see, the enemy, they don't care if you're a Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox. They hate you. For you, you are a Christian, for them. So it's very foolish to be divided. Division is a foolish act. Like if you are watching a movie, let us say a story, historic movies, and then the kids of the king, they are fighting over the kingdom, and the enemy is preparing a huge army to come to them. In your mind, who is the stupid ones? The enemy who is preparing a massive army to attack them both and kill them one by one, or the kids who they are divided over a chair? I think you know the answer, right? So unity is from God. Division is from the devil. Anyone he claimed to be Christian, he divide you, don't listen to him. It doesn't matter what his name. It doesn't matter who is he. Even if it's me one day, I try to divide you, stop listening to me. God did not bring division, not in his church. There's only one church. And that church is not Catholic, is not a Protestant, is not Orthodox. That church is the people who believe in Christ. It's not a bishop, it's not a Christian prince, it is not a church title, name, building. It is the believers. We are the church. And we do not need anyone between us and the Lord. I do not need a pope. I do not need a bishop. I do not need any Protestant, Catholic. I don't care. We do not need them. You do not need me. The Lord, he says, when you want to pray, you go to your closet. In your closet, there's nobody. There's no bishop. There's no pope. There's no Christian prince. There's nobody. What does that mean? That means when you want to speak to the Lord in Christianity, you have the authority to speak to your Maker immediately, directly. You do not need anyone. So don't let anyone use you. And be smart. The Bible says, the Lord says, my people have been destroyed because of their ignorance. So don't be ignorant. The enemy is watching you, and they are waiting for us to be ignorant so they can take us down. Ignorance is darkness. Ignorance is foolishness. Ignorance is the book of losers. So don't be part of it. Thank you all for being here. I apologize, I better go. It's getting so late to me, and I prefer to go before my eyes go down and close by themselves, automatically. God bless you. Christ is Lord, and God is good, so is Jesus.